Wasiano, Wadania Pow. Ya can't say once, is out, and never talk. Mampam, also until so jogo be no bem. Mampam, also until Nani amuka nye guna sodi, move sweru. Mampam, also until move sweru. Mampam, also until once upon a time, and my call Mampam. Anything we can go bring up. Mampam said that king know the force. Tiger was a king. Mampam said he know the force. Elephant come. Mampam some better than you. The peaceful creator panda. Mampam said I want to know the force. Lion became a king. Mampam said I won't be the worst ever. Monsomeria. Mampam now become a king. All the crawling animals, everybody become minister. Ya turn your color TV. Ya bibia so sort of black and white. Oh my equality. Oh my titi upon some cry. Oh my anima time is yo. Oh my so. Pato auntie. So jago be no dem. Also yo. Nani amuka nye guna sofi. Move sweru. Mampam. Also until move sweru. Mampam. Also yo. Mampam wetete se. Omani su already originally. Na ojan webiemu. No just so jana we are so webiemu. Mampam wa bobosia. Chano hini bia watina kunyana so pen. Ye umuni odeye. Amini samuni hakasi samukwa. Ya toa yanto. Yet your maimu tisa mafrafo areho. Takio tujini. Ojitono na oditono. Oh yeah. So dogo binu abemu. Na mampamu na suwanti yano. So dogo binu abemu. Mube sweru. Mampam asuwanti Babylon suwanti ni mo. Ehone taya getini suono. Emra ye kaizayon. Sambra bejiyane. No host to continue so. Ehone diensenko sensenia. Nebede ya panije jom. Ananafo atafiso.
The clergy and the religious this thing, when they speak, they shake the foundation. And it is only the church that will address meaningfully the canker going on. And they want to silence all credible voices. Now, today, we will reveal everything to you. This question has, direct relation with the pronouncements of Reverend Professor Marty. Let me tell you why people do not want Professor Marty to talk. Listen, they have tried, politicians have tried all means, all means to muzzle me, to get me, but they can't. They come with bribes, fat envelope, $100,000. Listen. I want everybody to listen. Politicians came to my house with fat envelope, $100,000, not cedis, dollars, and also with the promises that if you keep quiet, we will give you a house at Trazaco with swimming pool. You know what? We will give you 4-wheel drive. These people were lucky. I did not have big dogs in my house. Else I would have released the dogs to bite them for the whole world to ask, Papa Moderator, my boy one again. Papa Moderator, I then I would tell me now you release the dog. Then I will tell them, ask what they came to do. You know what? They have tried all means to muzzle me. They couldn't, and I tell you they can't. And you know what? I will speak today, I will speak tomorrow. You know the tax I pay, Osofo. Sometimes when this thing comes and I see the tax that I've paid, but at the same time I said, praise be to the Lord we serve, because it's going to build our nation. Then when my tax goes, you babies with sharp teeth, you are stealing the money and you don't want us to talk. We will talk today, we will talk tomorrow.
Israel decided to be my cornerstone. It was a stone from a Yachedia Yanto. Oh, be sure. Yanto. And Israel crossed any day. So they rain. 2019. Yes, 2019. Krama, 5th March. President Krade to
stone now you out. And it's different from the Kokowua.
So
why that one?
Also, free Israel didn't.
What is
Jesus? Free Israel didn't.
What is
Jesus? Also, free Israel didn't.
What is
Jesus? Also, free Israel didn't.
What is
Jesus? Also, free Israel didn't.
What is
Jesus?
I know idea.
I hope and pray that this digital nonsense that is being spread all over the place will materialize. We love it, but we will only appreciate it if it comes from a truthful mouth. The mouth that continues talking digital, we are fed up with that mouth. It's a lying mouth that everybody in Ghana knows. And this is the guy who wants to be president. Jesus have mercy. These people have done my brother very, 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 very bad. It will take him time to be able to resurrect from the doldrums of lies.
Na adwuma ya ba be ya no Yakobon pie kwa ma ya etise ya de ba no e be ma adwuma apo wo Ghana amo aka obia da pananga na hebia eki made se ya be de ba no na se adwuma asam na ya ka New Patriotic Party programs are ye diegu ho no ebedu baabi no ye be crab go for fi amanone no ma be ye adwuma ho Ghana amani amafamu no mi aminim dudu na madwuma na gu mi aminim dudu na madwuma no ayedan agu sese obi a wa wadwuma no ansi wuye enya wo photo ye ni ese a business for aba na aba. And they say, Moi, Sabio Munumano and Sieno. Lanisha Dianwa Kayano. And she say, a dear Juan Babano. They say, Yanin, I pay Namubaba, Yajuma, Ebabu Agana.
The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. The lives of the people of Agbogbolochi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or Kantume. Yeba hano, yebesi toilets, amamu. Yebesi toilets. In all, yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all, among the people of Agbogbolochi. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa.
You cannot shit. You cannot shit. You cannot shit. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirty, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallah, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country. To rescue this country. Wallah, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country. We need to rescue this country. Wallah, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue this country. Wallah, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
I don't like people like you. I hate the greedy people like you. Where that's Molly? Come here. These little boys, the only power they have against people like you, they will come after you one day. They will come after you. You were doing your job. These boys will not carry you. Molly, look me for face. General, they tell you, say one day you will be something. You go be big man. Off that gun, make a hear. Thank you. When you sabi you some, then go respect you. Not by your money. Don't take to do all the mad. Go do your work. I will go.
Who go say the truth? go say the truth? Oh, he did not see what I see so. Now your friend and I come out. Only party of the commercial, yeah. So I went of it to everybody was afraid. And until I learned to my quantity again, once my boy don't think one another. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say a man. Nanso bien person can want some because everybody is afraid. I am safwe muayini. Aku trofo nyina dalima. Who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to grow Jamaica to ne biaka kobrafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo wanyina ye. Na so kutrata down na so bidia back for why no keke. Afene for be man mo piafo efo ne cross on my mo. Anya safwe muayini. Akuku trofo nyina dalima. Who go say the truth? Abaya jibo techino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Tachi sa udi oma opipinuma. Udi oma never shana frafonsa. But who go tell the truth? Do you see silence? Even journalists silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter how you testify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you. Now the person become your target. Jobless no they mean senseless. Poverty no they mean useless. One day they will resist.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jama'a ni ne na ku bi suna Shafiq Suleiman mai lakani kan social media Mr. Haraka. Ini an muna da offer mi ce abu mi musufu Mr. Haraka mi an kasa media edit frame Shafiq Suleiman. I can tell everything is all set over here. Intimi pacho if we are live and clear and louder. Mama mi hu ne yento aso ne die ye wo ho no ebrem very very important. The caption is simple and straightforward. Kevin Taylor allows silence media Exposè'S help strengthens Ghana's democracy. Lawyer Martin Kpebu accepted record this straight. Enti ene nyame adoma the video ne bebrem ye bobo video na mamate. I know say most of you might have seen the video last 2 days now. Lawyer Martin Kpebu was it yesterday? I think Enra now we TV3 when some George and some other guys be na almost the key point something like that. Until Lawyer Martin Kpebu accepted record this straight. Enti very very important say any mobile church sound common say the beya ye beti enyoma bi ase na ya mama hu say enyoma ekoso my Ghana no otan any peseminkum ya any unpatriotic nature ye mo ye trimu po say ye besue bibi ana say ye beye ya adwin say ye beye ade adi impuntu be ma my Ghana enti na Ghana say no. But if we have few people once in a while omutimi ba bonte e kan okure no hit the nail right on the head, then we don't have to discount some of the statements they make because very very important. It has value, it carry weight in our democratic dispensation. Enti yebeba be kan wasem afa lawyer Martin Kpebu. The video is already on the system. Enti yameya adoma yebebo video na kire mo lawyer Martin Kpebu asset record ni straight na I'll tell you some of the diabolic nature of the media ewa Ghana. In fact, all the medias. Now, all this while, no, we know say this is who they are, and we kept them at the place they belong. But Exposé we are last week and the week Kevin Taylor about the Jubilee House Galamsey expose now last week Sunday, I mean we've been on social media watching what is happening. Various platforms are try some discuss issue, and some of the platforms are try say they water it down. They are not even going to discuss it at all, especially Good Morning Ghana Randiabi. Good Morning Ghana Randiabi. Or any people are managing, and I know say Kevin Taylor managing, but this is the third time or the fourth time around the Abbey ISRDW. But I'm not shocked. You see, sometimes baby I wouldn't say a bit disappointed, I want to disappoint you, but I mean, you can watch them later in the program. You can watch them. Very, very important. But it is just a grand scheme. It's a calculated attempt that all the media houses in Ghana will do whatever in their power possible to make sure, say, anytime we allow silence media, your friend is saying, Exposè'S be they will do everything within their capacity to water it down. It's either that they will downplay the Exposé, or they will even decide not to even talk about it at all, just to make sure, say, adiano enche with social media na enche in our political space. Within 2-3 days, there will be a refine there to baby. And idea so. I mean, some of the media houses are doing good. Others too, live and colored. I mean, it's clear, say, wahano and allow silence media, wahano. Say the Bayer rescue Ghana to say the Mustafa Midika say we have to rescue our country, we shall rescue our country, do one because the more now Ghana the more now individual mu make iska and journalists the mu make say and uko Ghana hotels are any gas stations are any few mansions are and your journalists they are a immigration officer, a police, a military and our politicians, and for 5 way. I mean, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, Ayomodia, the more Ghana is being impoverished, the more they make money, the more they gain. They will do whatever they can possible to downplay. Say the Exposè'S Exposè'S, Obianim say, even America here. People do Exposè'S. I was saying for undercover journalism. No, mutimi uncover some of the rot to America. Recently about taxes. Yeah, but the taxes. Exposè'S be by the way among for among for scam among for taxes. Any other benefits like EBT, like unemployment, any child support. Among for timmy among for people have to go underground to dig down and make sure say they are able to uncover all those rot and say the system will nail them in the butt. The same thing is you my Ghana. You some media houses be the way they are they act so professional in the sense say one year it is our muya against the development of the nation. But because of the way they portray themselves all the time, one show you what you said the war it is totally against the development of the nation. Very, very important. Without much I do, Mama acknowledge the presence of our families over here. I mean, over here, say, we have family. We don't have, we have family. We have family. We don't have friends. We have family and followers. Wow, I see a lot of people. Thank you very much for the support. Elias Medito, Minkwame Uncle back all the way starting Island. Thank you very much, Uncle, for doing the watching. Kofi Bozi, thank you very much for doing the watching. Eid Mubarak, Umulkit, Mewa Habuzet, Kwesi, Famous Max. Who is here again? Florence Ama, Nasiru Ras. Nasiru Ras Dadaba, Usman Kobena Okwan, Florence Ama, Famous Max, Bozet Kwesi again, Godfred Baju or Baggio, sorry if I mispronounce your name. Mohammed Khalifa also Hanu Bagawaya no Bozi, Al Hassan Abdurrahman Minkail Suwaid, Fame Nox Aminu, Suwaiba Nasiru, all the way in one of the states in the United States. I think I don't have to mention where you are. Thank you very much. Boy Jefferson, Alhaji Abdullah, thank you very much for doing the watching. All the Muslim brothers and sisters and family over here, Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. Buka, God's Way, Jam Bad, MK Andy, Telma Edi Kwate, Kwame Labi, Usuma Unwaha. Thank you very much for doing the watch. Abdullah Basiru, Abdullah, kana nankwa ya school ya kokari. Abdullah Basiru, thank you very much for doing the watch. Livingston KA Sefazina, Robin AJ Adams Amwako, Waripe Ali Redondo. Nkonfomu kuredi pa mudini di obu mudini mudu you kwesi kankam Awas Donko, who is here again, Ishak Isa Christiana Labi, famous Max again, Tanko Idrisu, John Kwam, Ismail Adam, a whole lot of people, Pakwesi Emmanuel Aqua, Isa Muntari, Musa Ahmed, Bilway, who is here again, Carlos Awin Soja Carlos, thank you very much for doing the watching. Nana Pia Kubi Ike, Adama Idrisu, Ni Boy Jefferson again, who is here again, Vida Akpebili, thank you very much for doing the watching. Stephen Tenji, you are also here. Samba Ademu, thank you very much. Eid Mubarak, bro. Mahu Florence Ame again, Ben Wright, Ajaman, Hafsat Kasim, Maimuna Al-Hassan, Minkwame grandmother Dimba, Kupe, Maimuna Al-Hassan, thank you very much for doing the watching. Jamal Mohammed, thank you very much for doing the watching. Hey, Edimbi wa ha me move. Now we intro Ukraine in your brofu. Who is here again? Garos, Martin Mills, Mahu Umul again, Mahu Mariam Volcan, baby, will be a Mishra, Mahu Amidu forget the Moses, Muina Mahumuha, Musa Kika, Baba Musa Kika, all the way in Abu Bostop Malan Katakima, Zi Man, Zakari Ali, Usumawa, Benjamin, Edumata Pata, Eid Mubarak, Said Yunis, Usumawa, Ibrahim Fulhu, Usumawa, thank you very much. Eric Amwa, Uduru, Muina Mahuwa, Truthful Man, Usumawa, Eric Yirenchi, Usumawa, thank you very much. Who is here again? Kevin Kpebu Taylor, boss. Maybe I will be you are blessed. You are Mishra, maybe you should eat move. Oh, they are fasting. Why, Yebi? Kevin Taylor, we are fasting. Oh, catch me so I fasting. Oh, bet now so I know who knows you. Fasting, why, Yebi? But anyway, Eid Mubarak. Thank you very much, boss. James Inusa, Usumawa. Who is here again? Let me see. Mike Boateng, Samuddin Yehuza, Daniel Entry, Florence, Ama again, Naima to Mohammed, sister. Also, baby, I will be an Yamisha. Thank you very much for doing the watching. Money. I branch of Pentoko. Money, they don't be a Kuntokwa. Baby, I will be no Kuntokwa. Good morning, Ghana, and Tokwa. Overcall, good evening, Ghana, and Tokwa. Baby, over Fibia, who energy need the Obwa. May I admire your energy. Nasiru Bawa, Usumewaha. Let me see who is here again. Prince Akuta, Usumewaha. Say TJ all the way boss of Malan Katajika Managan Nuruddin Z Muhammad Columbus Ohio Usumawa Hassan number Nuruddin Muhammad Staten Island Usumawa Malan Dada Usumawa Hasafia Wangu Usumawa Bronx New York Jibs Dawat Mujib Hamidu Usumawa. Thank you very much for doing the watching. Ajia Asia all the way Uomeka Uko Umura Allah Kawukulafi Ajia Asia Usumawa Richard Kwate Usumawa. Thank you very much. Pastor Edumata all the way Kaswa Usumewa, thank you very much. Money Nima, you open the Upeto, baby. That's it. Me that's sorry, I never say my Mekosho good morning, Ghana Day, Omaya. Mekosho comment now, at least first two comments, none of you, or Kunto Kwen, Msia Branchi, Minim, you, we enter Yakubu Dauda Usumewa, Idris Tete Usumewa, thank you very much for doing the watch. Obapa Fusua, also you are here. Thank you very much for doing the watching. The Ghost Team, Loud Silence Media, thank you very much for making it a possibility that we sit 5,000 kilometers or 5,000 plus miles away from Ghana, and yet still people are able to watch us live on their various TV sets. Thank you very much for making it a possibility. Kevin Taylor, you are blessed. Baby, I will be an Yamishra. I know you have your flaws, as you always talk about. There is something people don't understand about Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor is one of the nice guys, you ever meet him. Trust me. Kevin Taylor, well, you're one of the nice guys, you will ever meet him. Now, sometimes, you know, I said with Kevin, or the Jamaican some other time, yes, idea, or the Jamaican some other time. Kevin, what are you? Ghana for Mumma Yamfa Jumedi Nimrem, a very, very important say, no better sound Komui. Now, Yebefa course, Kakrenti. Let me get something for you. Kevin Taylor, stop and test me. Me manyanka and test me manyanka. Asama me say me babeka no manyanka and test me jai de wo ye no. Me ba se sie ye ba ya da. Ghana for as I said, you know, we are live on Facebook on Road Talk on Facebook. We are live on Facebook on Concerned Citizens of Ghana. We are live on YouTube, Road Talk Media. And your YouTube channel, you know, is on your screen. Just in case you want to subscribe, you can subscribe to our channel, YouTube channel, you know, Road Talk Media, as we do it each and every day, you know. We don't miss words regardless of the original name, and I say the issue is about, you know. Yeah, but now we say it as it is. They be made more caution. Tree no money say I'm trying my best to speak the tree. Into tree need the do baby I lucky, but once we reach there we shall cross it. Into I munya butre and mommy very very important. So we are live on Road Talk on Facebook. We are live on Consensus of Ghana on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, Road Talk Media, and we are live on Loud Silence TV and Inti, and also mention so mommy. Let me say about Monkaya say we are still expecting counting on you guys to help us sustain Loud Silence TV. Busomeno kwaku sorry ebewu no ebewu so busomeno kwaku nti you know we pay huge sums of money said ebeya yebetimi sustain Loud Silence TV ama muso amofie mobetimi ayen ahwe ehu de ekoso ene yanya a renowned lawyer obi enim ne lawyer Martin Kpebu at a record street and Loud Silence Media and Loud Silence TV niwa and Kasanyama we now will be able to do it, but and yet nipa bebre ne bete because first you know Exposè'S neba TV niwo na yendru bebia in Ghana nti they are able quickly the government you know the government na meka abina what so no they do everything within their power to water it down to discount it but and then because of Loud Silence TV you know and yet they say Exposè'S biba and I say it should be a breaky from the camp of Loud Silence Media. Obetimaye the discount because enyeni pakuo kitu ebi na beti wakra the entire Ghana including 22 African countries 8 year enti enye they say nipakuo kakrebi ana nipabonifo kakrebi omo aban nim no ombetimaye kutupa ahye ntumase no omaide omatoach oma disregard asem no enye easy science way na ye because of Loud Silence TV, Loud Silence Media and the Loud Silence family, you know. And this is all possible because of you guys out there. Without you guys, there will be no reason for us to be sitting here. You know why they kasa, but because they say musumoni jenokurano and a mujenokurano debiara regardless of their work, it shouldn't necessarily be from Loud Silence Media, but obi biara munim say eyenokurano worker and you know say the person is in for the interest of the development of the nation, you know. We all tend to kind of admire the person and support the person. We know say Loud Silence Media is one in town. It is bigger than any other media houses in Ghana. It's an international media. You can not compare it to any other media in Ghana. Ghana for do your best to help us sustain Loud Silence TV. You can donate as little as 1 Ghana CD is acceptable. Momo KTWADR no on PayPal and I say cash up to KTWADR1 ansana momo ewo Ghana Benedict Ando enya oba ye Benedicta we ye Benedict Ando ena ye mfre because amafo bebre frɛ number no so both numbers ni na mo betima frɛ na ma do ni ti say the be betima sustain loud silence TV very very important some be share no so Ghana for ene me sheda ni nyoma bebre wo system ni but there were two issues bi a wasa me address na me yeden na me timi etoa so na yede lawyer Martin Kpebu issue no eba na ye na ye discuss but first issue no has to do with Asawase constituency. Now the first issue no Ghana for meka tree kakra but meka hausa after say meka tree no because me pese am 40 adia me pese me kira se nti meka tree kakra na maka hausa iti meka hausa na I know say because me pese me ne Asawase constituency zongo any wo edi nkomo very very important say me no wo edi nkomo nti ye be share video no wi a hausa just 30 seconds I mean 45 seconds me translate e wo twi na maka wo asem kakra wo twi me wi a I will speak I will do the translation in hausa because that program we ankasa e was say me ye no hausa but important say me catchy because Asawase constituency is made up of both the Chi speaking group and the Hausa speaking group, even though Hausa for no as a kwako yes a dosun ya ye Hausa no but the issue ni say about 80% Hausa speaking people no 83 but just like 10% Chi speaking individuals who are Asawase constituency in the Hausa but this issue it cut across all constituencies in Ghana enunti na me pese me kasa issue we na video no de dikani
musulmini muduka musulmaini ama ana duban performance ne ana duban impact the community samu ace yau kai ka samu har MP ka ya rise to the level of minority chiefhood yau in ya magana Ghana duka na jin shi saboda bakin ciki da hasada we are becoming our own enemies yau constituency Asawase muna da yawa aka yi madan wanka yau ka gan ai mai wannan bai kamata ya bar kai ka samu bakin ciki ba wannan ya kamata ya baka hope ka san kaman kai ma gobe ka samu da karfin Allah madaukin sarki inda ka dage kai hankuri inna Allah ma sabiri amma mu ba mu da hankuri mu ba mu taba fada da wani saboda wai a ba mu wani baba mu buwa a'a Allah ke bayiwa ba mu taba fada ba ko ba mu taba fada wai saboda akwai wani da ya kamata a ba mu da baba mu bai samu fushi a'a.
So video where I mutie abrante na motion ye ni Harris Umar wo Asawase constituency where prior to 2020 elections he was in the camp of Honorable Muntaka Mubarak the incumbent MP no no ye campaign no defending no in fact abrante na ye nyoma bebre ama Honorable Muntaka Mubarak ena Asawase constituency I mean NDC in Asawase constituency samushe sa bana we are bibi ya circle red no mo bo hu se logo bi wo ho logo no de ya try one man army wono na wo sa logo no so sa branch we the prior to 2020 election within a designing sa logo no in fact every single banner every single poster obo hu se ya tale e fa Honorable Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak mu bia no Ubenhu sa logo we one man army waya branch bia waya an advocate waya NDC sympathizer waya used to be one of the diehard of Honorable Muntaka Mubarak back in the days in fact waya enyama bebre de boa NDC Emma in the last elections constituency parliamentary elections Honorable Muntaka has never won with a greater margin ever since Washasi contested as an MP until Sa Abrante we so edin hu beje Asawase NDC moa wono so woye enyama bebre woye enyama bebre diboa Asawase constituency NDC ene Honorable Muntaka Mubarak enyama bia woye eye so usha letter we am wi am de betu e page so prior to 2020 elections Abrante we etna single handedly a draft letter Emma po communities before say wono oba Asawase no o Accra ye wunu Kumase okwa Accra ku school otena Accra o wie ni school no o wie Ken UST and o sa call back to Accra one or two things, and then he was invited to come back to Asawasi because of the advocacy. In fact, he used to be, I think, the youth deputy organizer of Ablekuma or somewhere, Mirefi community, NDC, Accra. But because of the vibrance, we're very vibrant, he was invited to come back to Asawasi with the promise he will be helped. Because we university, university. We're running an NGO Accra. So he came down based on promise, any more here in Asawati NDC prior to 2020 election. What now say no who said and your money bebre a tosini ni titru yemi anum zongo foni bebre chi no muntimenka enuntino account dominated communities in Asawati constituency no muntimin fa campaign nko ho because muntimin ka chi papa sebi dudu na wo mudi ona abu muntaka mbarke chi no kakra na omuto brofo no they are not vibrant ento muntimin ko akanfo nimu enko ye campaign abante we no so no woti chi what a brofo, what a hausa, we're very vibrant, we're an advocate, enti we're not doing say, what throw letter we, in the letter no, was designing map, communities I was so more because we share the voting trend in the past years and the previous years, obiti sa asakware mampong, baby I municipal assembly as a B, Bobai, honorable Mutaka Mubarak, and we need that, or we need water. Because they don't even go there to campaign. And normally, all the time, they concentrate their energy. Baby, how's that for no door? So, to say, Sawaba, Abu Nima, Kantudu, Edeba, Sabonzongo, they want them because they are housing there easily. And I want them to know, they feel so, Honorable Muntaka is one of us in tea. If he doesn't come to campaign, Kurana, on Betuamano. So I grant away by letter way it is there. Honorable Muntaka has a copy. What raw letter Emma pay up the Biamuko ni na account dominated communities and or elected some of the colleagues or bet 2 or more honoma or no more the embark on that mission. Yamin Chadi all those communities now account dominated communities now. A bit no Honorable Muntaka and we need that a bit so when you vote Kakredi Edwini. But this time around 2020 election because of the advocacy of this young man, a branch away 8 million BB, or my idea, Yankopon so at Tawomechima. In those areas, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, we need with landslide margins, those areas, Now, in which, a branch away Modimba boy, he was even certified, he was acknowledged in Asawati Constituency NDC. He was acknowledged. Yamani certificate, Mumamin Elajem Cheremwa Debiwaha, very, very important. Abrante with a Musha certificate where there was signed Alhaji Abubakar Musa, constituency chairman, a friend chairman Mutun. As they say, well, Lusu, one in a science document where Emano and the Honorable Muhammad Mubarak Muntaka, one also MP, Nestampo, one also signed Emano because of Abranti and Modimba Obama NDC ni Asawasi NDC ni Honorable Muntaka Mubarak. That is one. Let me see. I think another one is here. Mamin Chama here. Another one here. And also Usha. Also we see 11th August 2020 and we see the same thing. So different certificates. Different certificates. So Usha first one here. So we shall first one here. Also, first one was there for showing courage, dedication, commitment, and resilience in the deadly 2020 voters registration exercise in the Asawati constituency. Time now, moye registration, no. And son, we shall wait for showing courage, dedication, commitment, resilience in the deadly 2020 voters again. We see a different one. So own signatures in Ukra they are different. To where now Abodina, Honorable Member of Parliament for Asawasi, and in former chairman sign Edema branch we. The same person those days warrior campaign amano. I said the bear Honorable Muntaka and so Eruben Han Kakra. Now so share video pictures where I made it Remuya. Obo say one share white na wojina wonom no. Honorable Muntaka Mbarak na share color ni say red we say we so parliament our core parliament na ya bo Honorable Muntaka Mbarak abodin wono Parliament House Honorable Muntaka Mubarak office no ene no okura ne abodi a de ma na asawasefo kura no munnim wono na kotwitwa pictures no de be kira asawasefo bebi a oboko bia no what right ahaso wono Honorable Muntaka Mubarak na nam no mu ko door to door during the COVID-19 no mu ye campaign na gina ne nkyɛn no ahaso wono the current organizer of Asawase Constituency Alaja Anyas wono na gina wei wo mun nama wo mu ye campaign gidigidi wono na sasha red wa hanom no so abrantie no ne modimba wa body agbo Honorable Muntaka ne Asawase Constituency. It doesn't matter say about NDC 1 year per and 2 years. When it comes to association, it's about your input. It's not about how long you have stayed in the organization. Or maybe it's not the party card. Well, the party card now, no, the question in passing 20 years I know about oh, Mimikra party card 20 years ago. It doesn't matter. It's about your contribution. Or maybe it's not about within 1 month in the input or the party nimono. What would you move for 50 years, Kurano? You don't have that record. And it's sad, you know. Mean you know more as a was a moon shannon so mumma set record this straight. It is how or yana or tino mudi ta abantenechi because he has fallen out with Honorable Muntaka and the Wakodi Honorable Masawudi Chintino. Ni video na no wodi ya campaign dia support Honorable Muntaka and Mwasa dia ko ba se mudi ba be huru no. I don't think you understand politics. In politics we don't have permanent friends. We have permanent interests. Permanent interest na edi echiri. We don't follow permanent friends in politics. Eti munsha enu sonso. Woni Honorable Muntaka na namu woni edi echira wa share red cap no. Eti yeni hanu muna mu Asawase Constituency a mudi bibia asume ni so a sometimes no ase munte politics ase mu sori a we greedy we ungrateful and Honorable Muntaka twa ni school fees. Aye Honorable Muntaka Mubarak sika. Honorable Muntaka Mubarak wo ni bottom sika na twa school fees. My baby saw one in the former MCU 27 questions. Up to now, Bakukura, the last time I heard the former MCU on Alpha Ask Radio trying to explain to answer some of the questions I'm be sound. He goofed. Now say a real fasting. Me the numa sembeba. Na matramo how I was contradicting who. As I was obiani mobia. Before Honorable Muntaka Mubarak joined NDC. Our fathers, our mothers were in NDC before he joined. Before the former MCE joined NDC, our fathers and our mothers were there before he joined. So they don't know anything more than anybody when it comes to NDC. Muya hoya dodo. Muya hoya hasada ke kashin ku mutanen zango da daman ku. 90% of you hasada hawoya. Abrante Rojoni NDC da bai wo ba ye lie. Aye lie anko Honorable Muntaka Mubarak anko wambe MP. Say aye lie ne diswa anka Asawase NDC mpenufo yenim anka Honorable Muntaka Mubarak anka enduru so. Mutuwa ya dibibi atuma adwene mu se mudi mundi machi me kwa me meso wonsa na me de wa be kire abema amanfo se wo na be MP. We are here. Asawase ne say obi papa japade a time no so a mo be ka ma yate. Asawase say obi papa japade a time no so a ye be hye nipa Asawase ye ne dia wo no na be kire nipa won be lidi Asawase. Ade ye de muka Honorable Muntaka ye de ne ka ana ya to bibi won won ye ntua ne ka mudi monye si abrantia no so dia na wonyamu politics we go into politics to benefit yenko politics mu se yakwa kosum politician bi obeka to ko politics ko politics so ko kosum bia no mun kan tell se me se wo ye trofo won kan okure we go into politics to benefit yenko politics mu se ye kwa kosum why papa Honorable Muntaka okoye nunka wanya benefita anka wajato recently ya wobeka say ye to abayi executives ayeta won obeje adwuma na amaye eje na siye adenti na wanje adwuma no why is he moving from house to house to campaign again say benefit in why say we are fasting my promise mo mera be program mo ma menka uzaka very very important jama Salamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ni na kuma suna Shafiq Suleiman mai lakani kan social media mai taraka. Jama'a ko mu duba bidiyon ga insha Allah mun yi magana kai yanda ya kamata.
Musulmi ne, mu duka musulmai ne. Amma ana duban performance ne, ana duban impact da community ya samu. A ce yau kai ka samu har MP ka ya rise to the level of minority chief whip. Yau in yi magana Ghana duka na jin shi saboda bakin jiki da hasada. We are becoming our own enemies. We are becoming our own enemies. your constituency asawasi muna da yawa aka yi madan wanka yau ka gan ai mai wannan bai kamata ya bar kai ka samu bakin ciki ba wannan ya kamata ya baka hope ka san kaman kai ma gobe ka samu da karfin Allah madaukin sarki indai ka dage kai hankuri inna Allah masu adiri amma mu ba mu da hankuri mu ba mu taba fada da wani saboda wai a ba mu wani ba mu buwa a'a Allah ke bayiwa ba mu taba fada ba ko ba mu taba fada wai saboda akwai wani wanda ya kamata a ba mu da ba mu bai samu fushi a'a
jama'a ina muku barka da warhaka ga kamar yadda kuka ji wanga danwa yana da suna Haris Umar ina jin samari a Sawasi ne ya kare KNUST ya koma Accra yana dan dabaran shi aka mai alkawali kamar ya bar Accra ya zo kuma shi saboda sun ga irin gwagwarmayan da yake yi daga Asawasi mai suna Mujib Allah ji kan rai farko shi ke rike da social media wani abu mun ta kama Mubarak da current secretary kamar Mugis Madi kenan da wadansu dai brothers suka kamanta aka yi aka invite wanga bawon Allah ya komo a Sawasi da zama insha Allah ina jin mu duka mun ga irin gwagwarmayar da wanga bawon Allah yayi wato in ka duba kafin ayi 2020 election banan da aka yi da wadansu posters da daman da aka yi akwai wani logo kai da ke da suna one man army wanga bawon Allah shike da wannan tambarin nan one man army shi video da kuka duba ga kun gani John Dramani Mahama da Professor Jinnano Pukwajiman da wani abu muntaka da ake kamfe daga Sawasi Constituency to cikin video da ya wuce kuna jin wanga bawon Allah na cewa wai komi lokaci ne kadan ne wawa ne wanda bai sake hankalin shi ana zuwa cikin siyasa ne don a ci amfani duk wanda ya ce wai ba ana zuwa cikin siyasa a ci amfani bane in mai shi MP ne ya ajiye je bidoje zauna in mai shi kuma ba MP bane to ya bar neman a biya mai bukatun shi baki daya in za a yi magana sai ka ji wani abun muntaka ya biya da samarin nan school fees question da muka tambaye ku question 27 har yau ko guda ba ku ba mu ansa ba na ga former MC ya zauna kan aske radio yana try ba da ansa ya goof amma na zo da wannan video zan gwada muku irin contradiction da yayi ina son gaya da wannan mutane a Sawasi Constituency ku bari mu fahimci wani a Sawasi NDC wannan abun muntaka da former MC ba su suka kafa abu a Sawasi MP positions in NDC former MC da wannan abun muntaka ba su ne first persons da suka occupy wannan space bu sannan ya ci mutane su fahimci kamar a Sawasi NDC akwai manya akwai iyaye akwai kakanni kafin wannan abun muntaka da former MC su zo saboda akwai wasu maganganun da suke fadi is too much of contradictions amma lokaci ya kai mun zo da maganar ne yanda ya kamata ka maybe nan da gobe insha Allah wanga bawan Allah shi yazo yayi campaign kuma da yazo ya kokarta an gani an shaida in fact cikin kokarin da yayi ya zana lata ya ba office wani abun muntaka ya gwada yanda za a yi campaign in 2020 election saboda a win elections saboda me yasa da yazo ya ga kama ko da su unguwannin har arna iyayenmu yan wayenmu yan zango ba su zuwa wajen kaman Mampon Asebi Boba Pakoso da wadansu dotte ba su zuwa mesa saboda da damun su ba su yi Hausa ci ba da damun su kuma ba su turanci kadan da ke jin turanci kuma suna tsoro ba su da wannan kwarjinin da za su tsaya gaban mutane su yi magana wanga bawan Allah da yazo taimakon Allah da taimakon shi da yan wayen shi suka tima ya zana lata ya ba wannan abu member of parliament Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak aka amince mai suka sa takalmi suna zuwa unguwannin arna suna campaign wannan duka na ciki unguwannin da wannan abu Muntaka bai taba win ba duka kamar a Sawasi Bampong Allah ya da 2020 ya win duka na cike taimake shi vote shi ya je bisa an wayi gari an yi da wanga bawon Allah alkawali ya komo kuma shi ya doko NGO shi ya zo kuma shi an taimake shi after election how many years ke ga ko taimakon shi ba yi ba wawa ne bai sake hankali an wayi gari wadanda suka zama jahilai na politics na siyasa ba su san kabili da badi na rayuwa ba yau sun je sun doko video shi wai jiya shi yana support wani abun muntaka an wayi gari ya juya mai baya da ba ya ci ku understand wani cikin politics ba permanent friendship permanent interest ne so mutane ya ci ku fahimci wannan cikin gwagwarmayar da wanga bawon Allah yayi certification duka an bashi aka zana aka sign ku je ku tambaye former chairman Alhaji Mutum da current MP su suka sign ko ba su suka sign ba sai ta yan waye na da daman ku da kuke mai hasada yan waye na da daman ku da kuke cikin zango a Sawasi da aka muku karya kaman in ku lokaci ya kai ku da ku yi hankuri in lokaci ya kai za a kama annunku na za a ba mutane wa ku da ku zama MP a Sawasi to ku nemi waje ku saya saboda a Sawasi ba gadon wani bane ya ci ku understand wannan yanda jiya wannan abu mun ta kai same shi fala ba mu yadda kuma wani yazo ya same shi fala har yazo ya kai ana muna rashin kunya har yazo ya kai kamar me shi na ga kamar in ba Allah shi ba mu dokan wannan ya ci mutane su fahimci wannan ne ba mu zaunawa wani yazo ya kama annu wani yazo ya ce muna ga wanda zai zo ya lidin ku never shi yasa in wannan aka sa hankalinku kuke zaune ba ku tashiwa ku motsa jikinku kamar yadda yau aka samu wani matashi ya motsa jikin shi nan she kuna ga kamar ku kuna zaune ne kuna gira wai an yi layi ne ta garan je wani bawon Allah ya zo yana gaya muna wai yaushin Haris an yi layi ne layin bai kai kan shi ba yana son maza inda layi ake ya zama MP ko MC to ina gaya muku da babban murya da Honorable Muntaka da Honorable Nuruddin Hamidan da bai kai kansu su zama MP da MC ba inda layi ake bi ku tambaye su da kansu su san akwai babanninsu akwai yayanninsu akwai kakanninsu da har gobe suna cikin NDC tun PNDC kuma a tawasi inda layi yake bi da bai kai kansu ba shi sa ku kyale samarin nan siyasa soyayya ne son rai ne yau kana gobe kana bi aka ake siyasa ba zage-zage ba ne amma hasada bakin ciki ya muna yawa hasada da bakin ciki ya muna yawa muna kiran kanmu wai mu musulmai wasu mu wai mu yan zango wai mu muna da yanwantaka hasada ya muna yawa yaushen shi yaushe ya zo ku yaushen ku yaushe kuka zo ku ko kafa NDC ne ko John JJ Rollins ma ya ba mu gafara ko JJ Rollins ya ba mu gafara yaya wanga bawon Allah da yanzu abin da yayi da daman ku yau ku fito da fuskokin ku ku kuna neman position in ba wannan abun Muntaka abin da yayi in that space of 1 year 2 years 3 years da kuke cewa yaushe join NDC nan ku kawo muna records ku for 20 years da wannan abun Muntaka zama MP waye san ku cikin NDC a Sawasi in ba don wadansu iyayenmu da yawayenmu ba su son magana sun ja kansu saboda ba ku da kunya da daman ku zagin su da kuke yi ba da kun gana batu NDC ku zo ku yi magana wadansu cikin jahilci shan zo zaya wai na zo yi wannan program me Masaudu Mubaraki yayi ku zo ku gwada muna abin da wannan abun Muntaka yayi ku zama MP ku ce ni na gaya da na turo wanga tale na ba wannan abun Nuruddin Hamidan na ga yana zo da kan askar radio yana wadansu maganganu lokaci ya kai mun ba ku ansa ka zo ka gwada muna inda wani abin da wani abun Muntaka Mubaraki yayi a Sawati da kai kawai ka sani mu da iyayenmu kakanninmu da suka fito tun PNDC har yau suna da rai ba mu gani ba da yake kuka zo ka zauna shi yana muku kaman da ba wani program nan kuna yi ko ku ta tunani kamar akwai babanninku da iyayenku ku ta tunani kamar akwai kakanninku da kuka zo ka su cikin NDC a Sawasi ku ta tunani suna da rai sai ku zo ku zauna kan social media kan radio station kuna shirya karya hankalin ku kwance all in the name of don kun serve wani position kadan at a very short period nan sai ina muku kaman komin da ya surround a Sawasi NDC ku fi kowa sani sai ta ku shafa da boyin nan lafiya right shi ne ko gobe yake so ya koma PDP ko QPP ko BBP right shi ne politics kenan lokacin da yake yawo da wani abun Muntaka ga suna yawo ku zo ku gwada mu da picture da ku da shi ke yawo ku da kuke yawo kuke maganan banza kuke zage-zagen nan ku zo ku gwada mu da lokacin da ake campaign nan 1 year yazo 2 years mun amince ku da kuke wajen for 15 years nan ku kawo records ku da abin da kuka yi da taimakon da kuka yi cikin NDC ku kawo mu gani yaya da hasada yaya politics is not about yanda ka jimawo inda jimawa ne da ko John Dramani Mahama lokaci bai kai zama vice president ba inda jimawa ne da ko John Dramani Mahama da lokacin da zama vice nan da bai kai kanshi ba saboda akwai babannin shi har gobe su yi timen sana da rai ai yaushe John Dramani Mahama cikin NDC hasada ya biya maimaye mu ne yaya wadanda ke zama kan kamera suka sine da wannan abun Muntaka suka zage shi ma yau su suna da dama wasu sun juya su zo suna mai kamfe wanda ya mai kamfe ne yau bai ya juya in ya ga bukatar shi bai biya ya koma wani wuri inda bukatar shi bai biya kuna zaune kuna ta contradict kanku politics ba ana zuwa ne da nemo na ba kuna zaune kan kamera saboda jahili je ku ce oh wani yaro bai da lafiya na kira wannan abu ya biya mai school fees, wani yaro bai da yana samu scholarship na kira wannan abu an biya mai an sai mai tikiti yau yana America, wani yaro na neman scholarship na kira wannan, kuna zo ne kan kamera ku kuna fadi, amma kuma shi kuna ga wadanda ke gida da suke ga ba biya musu bukata kaman politics ba ana zuwa ne for selfish interest ba. Kai da ka kira wani aka biya da mai school fees da ba selfish interest ka bane, da kai ka kira nan ni na kira ko ni na san da zama, saboda jahilci in ka doki jahilai ka sa kusa da kai wajen su mu ka doki jahilai ka sa kusa da kai kullum suke kawo faduwanka. Yau kun ce wai wani abin mun daga na taimaka mutane suna zuwa kasan waje suna neman ilimi. Yau da kuka ga kama wadanga ke other opponent suna gwada irin mutanen da shi samarin da yanzu ya zo Masaudi Mubarak shi ma yake taimako. Yau kun juyo kuna ce muna kama wai a'a in ka kai mutum turai ba empowerment bane, kaga jahilci. Duniyan Allah ga da iska da ke busa wanga wani empowerment ke gana ya kai ka doki mai shi ka kawo shi turai. Ku zo ku gwada min, ka zama medical doctor, ka zama engineer, ka zama lawyer Ghana, me kake samu? Ku zo ku tambaye mu da muke nan da muka zo muna miniature job, muna aiki kanana mu da muka yi security, mu da muka ja taxi, mu da muka muke duban tsofaffi, mu da muka yi aiki gashi da dai ba aikin school ba, bakwai guda abinda mai shi dai samu lawyer medical doctor of 10 years experience bai samu Ghana. Ba doctor da ke samu 60 million Ghana, 6,000 Ghana cedi, no, ko 10 years experience ba ka samu Ghana. Amma mutum na nan ga ya biyo anya Allah ya taimake shi ya bi Brazil ya shigo bai da takada yana aiki da takadan wani ne, amma bakwai guda mai shi na ya samu wajen 1,000 to 1,003 after tax iya buga overtime 1,000 to 1,003 after tax, security, home care. Ka gwada min to yanzu ku zauna ku yi tafakuri. Okay, in ka kawo mutum turai ba empowerment bane. Ku tambaye MPin ku tambaye MCin ku tambaye politicians ku me yasa suke kawo matan su turai suna haifuwa if it is not empowerment. Yaran su da suke kawo su turai suna haifuwa yaran na samun American passport nan, wani abu suke musu nan? Are they not empowering them? Is that not empowerment? Ba empowerment bane. Iyayenmu da ke haifuwa Ghana nan suna haifuwa birori ne ko suna haifuwa kada da kaji ne. Me yasa su suke kawo matan turai suna haifuwa? Inda haifuwa turai ko kawo mutum turai ba empowerment bane, me yasa matan suke suna haifuwa turai? Ruwa ya kare da yayin kada, she ku yi magana yau, she ku manta gobe, she ku zo kuna contradict kanku. Insha Allah na zo yi wannan program yanda ya kamata da videos in kawo maganan bakin sun gwada muku. Jama'a en ya nuna da funum to say da me kai the contradictions are too much, but we are going to make sure say yebe sane contradictions no na amanfo enwu de ekoso Ghana fo mo mention video we na yenkan watem kakra
Allah delegate wa swase me ka babati jami aduma next week the bad will be Allah de rabbi inshallah let's start that hapo you already inshallah my brother here over here for fire you know so the dia was dia
Okay, so this is about a week or two ago in the Ramadan. Honorable Muntaka echo word by word, NDC or match 10 word, let me say, or more up to 14 to 15 words in Asawa's constituency. So, Honorable Muntaka echo word by word, echo anyone who could break it fast, yakani iftar. Honorable Muntaka, I am a member of parliament for 19 years, 19th year in Rumi, next year 20 years. ABC that Honorable Muntaka they be a fasting duru what Accra. I want to fasting. When you Accra, about America ha, yanene sometimes yanene fasting ni bi ewa ha. Sometimes we be 5, 10, 20 ewa ha. Sometimes we Accra. Oba Kumasi Kurana wonche every weekends oba ya no osako. So what happened is that this current fasting, Abrantena were contesting in a friend Masaudi Mubarak, no, and our there was shots yes, walk word by word, visited executives. Our no breaking fast. So Yehuyani said, Mintiminka said Nuntia, but I can tell you on authority say Masawudi Mubarak and a Shasie. Or Shasie say one namna you who say on Abu Muntakam Bag Shasie. No problem. You see, and I'm do and same coin. So last 2 weeks, last week, on Abu Muntakam Bag as a was executives for say for the first time in 20 years or 19 years. Omubenya wa musalla die. Number 1, can we say on call word by word and break it fast that. On break it fast, I just say NDC for executives ni na omubani ni fee. First time I was shall say echo word ni. The third review. This is the first time I honorable Muntaka Akatra executive say wabema wa musalla die. Ebin see that 20 years. Ebin see that, and I mean 19 years. Ebin see that. This is the first time. Now honorable Muntaka back esho mubo say salla way. Obama wa musalla die. Muma enshe salla die odema o.
Salla die na ba. Honorable Muntaka musalla gift na so asi for the first time. You didn't see that competition here. Packaging here. Oh, the packaging na ni o. Salla gift. Keti tom ketwa ba ko. Jeshi aba ko na ga mi se na ga salla ketwa de na nka kokko. Ene nad mumu ba ko. De nyani ase. Hey, Nathan it's me and the day. Do an abba. Honorable Muntaka, Masala gift and as I for the first time. You didn't see that competition here. Packaging here. Oh, the packaging in you. Sala gift. Tasty some Tetwabako. Jeshi Abako Naga Nagasala Kitwa and Nankako. And not Mumubako. Then you hey, Nathan it's me and the day. Okay, alright, let's see how it goes.
Ghana for anti video na mo share na honorable Muntaka show mo boso bia benya ni sala gift no. Anti sala gift ni de eno ana muti se abrantie ni e ka no video nim no. Anti emo any geisha ni se tomatoes so se de o can tomatoes anti we ene sala gift idea ma executives no. I think we have 1,800 plus executives in Asawa's constituency. So I'm hoping so we na ubianya yenye paki kakrebi, but I'm hoping so we na ubianya. It is a like gift ni de no one da mo nimu ya mo hu yi. Na sa wo hwe abrantie we ya wakwaje ni sala gift a wo de kire amanfo say honorable MP ayeden amano ono so ne de na so definitely we're executive because meant for only executives. So Mr. Abrantian in the video cast a nadmumu. I'm not sure whether a nadmumu or a nadmumu minim. But me asama me can say what ya sawase. Abrantian we ya wojina we minim dimpu. But uti muso wanya bofra. You've been in Asawasi for more than 18 years, Honorable Muntaka MP. Never in your life and Honorable Muntaka Amausala gifted that. Never. 18 years. Never in your life. It is as an executive. You have this power. Now when you sue Wajini. Now what Asawasi. Now the idea way to Wajini. Then you have a long way to go. Menkase mentu manana kotumo. Ba me promptu say ma wajene enye juma minia zongo ni minia executive ewa sawase NDC use wajene 18 years where it is an insult adding salt to injury emuwe uni wabusu yafo uwa baba kuwa yere bakuwa emuwe how many days na beso won kuampo emuwe how many days na beso omaye calculation musidi na 70 cedis obi a calculation. Let me say I have the calculation somewhere. Kami de cheremo. Wasi money 35, we need 20. Or ye ni na no say 70 CD. Ye for me say 100 CD. As an executive, the power of your term after 18 years, sala gifted ya mawuni. Udi we kwa koto aba. Udi we kwa koto aba. Na wa pejuma ma obi papa. No wakwatena baby na yetua ne kasika puduo no wonya sika kesiye no wodi ya ahunyade wodi ye properties amano ho ne family no usori a you've been impoverished na adechinya na yedi we abrew 1 minute me pacho obi di asem breme me pacho monya abotre a very, very important semiti 1 minute Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh jama'a ni ne naku mai suna Shafiq Suleiman mai lakani kan social media Mr. mai zama kan dandali da ke da suna rhetoric kan Facebook da kuma Loud Silence TV. Mun zo muku da wanga bishara a gurguje a kai saye kuma da sassaucin murya kan TV ku da kuke kallo na yau na cewa kamar taimakon ku muke nema mu yi mu tafiyar da lamarin Loud Silence TV. Shekara ɗaya da rabin da ya wuce mun muka kokarta da media of Loud Silence TV muka produce Loud Silence TV muka bar mutane suka fahimci abin da ke faruwa muna kawo labarai muna gaya da hukuma gaskiya yadda ya kamata akan wannan ne ba mu son wani mai kudi guda ko wani politician ya zo ya kama muna ko ya taimaka muna har ya kai fagen da mai shin nan zai gwada muna abin da ya kamata mu fadi da abin da ya kamata a yi to abin da ya sa muka ce
Ghana for so Abrantiano Uti Asawase, yes, Ejuma Niyo, executives, Asawase NDC executives, 98% of Munye Ejumaye, this swapu phones, Ejuma Muya no, executive, prominent executive members. First 22 to 25 no. First 22 to 25 now, Muye chairman, organizer, deputy organizer, woman organizer, secretary, treasurer. Emu beye 25 emu 23 emu nye adwuma ebi swap phones enti ade akya na ye diwe abraw se je koto abama me na me nsan kodi wanim na me nko 4 years 5 years 10 years no na me nsan mrawo emu 5 caps 10 caps anything to mento baako any mackerel baako me nfa maw say we ye wo salary gift na wo ye diwe ato wadwene na wasa kwa koto aba. You don't care about your future. You don't care about the future of your unborn kids, your unborn generation. You don't care. And who pay you amount for papanum and they are building everlasting fortune, everlasting properties and more acquire family. Yana magacho so bakudi bene so yani bakudi bene adiana crowno and your so no mudi champion about from and yes you can educatoye. And money mackerel na ro no se omutoya enye sika no mo de kotoye eye odo omutira se odo mienu ene kabo mu na fiusu ye ena money free so be trefo se enye sika it is a what for make a cry make a tram no you have to be mumbie moni mumbie maso munye very vigilant said ye course for years no mamun tina sa mutibie nim masa nyoma ne enkoso sa. You have to change the way you view or you do your politics in Asawase. Because money ahochre, you will forever be impoverished. And Asawase I promise mono and one abano. You say a mobako, member who independence, then the war honum no. A BC nadumumu, minim, but mimi who yano, a yemi ya ankasa, chete. I couldn't control my tears when I saw it first sight. Because na enti sallah nyama no after 18 years sallah nyama after 18 years sallah bi na ba ona bu muntaka o sallah gift na so asi for the first time they didn't see that competition here packaging here oh the packaging na ni o salad gift petit tom kitwa baako deshi abaako nanka minse nanka salad kitwa de nanka akoko ane nad mumu baako de nyame ase hey na sana etini ya da yayi okay all right let's see how it goes
jama'a kamar yanda kuka gani sakon da aka kawo muna kenan yan Asawase constituency ina jin Honorable Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak kokarin da shi mai kenan Allah saka mai da alkhairi wai ya muku aiki ya jima ya zo muku godiya na sallah ina jin shekara kaman 18 kenan ba mu taba ga wani abu akan gaba shi yasa yayi kokari na farko dai mu duka mun ga yanda ya kokarta yana zuwa word by word yana kawo muku ziyara na shan ruwa iftar ko da yake akwai wasu maganganun da yayi na cikin iftarin nan na zo yi program kai ina tsammani akwai wasu maganganun nan ba daidai bane kamar yanda ya gwada muna kaman wai MPs ba su samun komai ya gwada kudin da MPs ke samu shi yasa wani bai ya doki kudin nan ya muku abin da zai taimaka muku to she ina zo ina tunani to dukiyoyin ga duka da kudin da aka ce MPs na samun ga ashe shi ne kowane 4 years so dukiyoyin ga that is 50 billion kenan old currency that is 500,000 new currency kenan so 500,000 new currency ababen da ake gwada muna wai honorable member muna da shinga 500,000 new currency yayi wadan gaba ba duka to amma na zo yi wannan program mun gwada muku video ku ga wani abu insha Allah wani mafadi wawa ne majiyi ba wawa bane honorable Muntaka Mubarak ya kawo muku barka da sallah ya Asawasi Constituency Executive cewa kaman wai ya muku aiki kun taimake shi kun bashi aiki shekara 18 lokaci ya kai zai muku godiya ba ya Asawasi duka ba amma executive sun Asawasi zai muku godiya shi ta kawo muku shinkafa da tintomatos da mackerel ya kawo ya baku wai na barka da sallah ba taba muna wanga abu ba a cikin shekara 18 kenan na farko an kawo muna ziyara ana zuwa ana shan ruwa da mu ba shekarun da ya shure dai a ce wai MPO kowa ya zo gidan shi sha tashi a te da so tari kuma yana kira ne wanda yake shan ruwa wani sa'idin kuma mu da shi ne American ga ya zo yan kasa ya zo yi ziyare sha ruwa American ga insha Allah shi yasa yayi very very important ku kiyaye wannan to abinda ke ya dame ni ne ko ya bani takaici ne a ce wai mutum kana nan azdan zango ba ka san kiman wanga annun kan gaba ba ka san kiman shi ba kana zaune shekara da shekaru kai ke ci kai ke sha kai ke biyan da kanka bukata kai ke biyan da kanki bukata a wayi gari ka ba baban wani aiki ka ba diyan wani aiki ka ba mutane aiki mai shi ya je ya samu dukiyo ya samu kudi har ya zo ya kai wani lokaci mai shi na fil in ba Allah shi yana yi muku bagana yanda ya ga dama ya zo ya a wayi gari wai yana neman ku bashi ikon ku ya zo ya koma kuma ya je ya muku aiki zai zo ya muku godiya after bayan shekara 18 sha kawo wanga abu da wan abaku kaga mutum ba yaro ba samari ba yaro ba da kagan shi kasan wan ba yaro ba ne yayi mata da yara mai shi zo sai ya rika mai foto ana yadawa ba abin kunya wai abin fariya ko abin murna cikin wanga zamanin ga baban mutum baban dan wan meshin ko diyan meshin nan ko wannan meshin nan meshin yaje abu biyan shi rana guda kawal ya fi karfin abin da yazo ya ba mutanen ga duka biyan shi na rana guda ya fi karfin abin da yazo ya ba mutanen ga duka shekara 10 amma ba mu gani mu da muka zo muna try mu wayar da kawunan mu kai shana ga kamar wai a'a kuna kin meshi ne a'a kuna mai shishigi da bakin shi yace wai in kaga wani bai rayi da ni ba kiyayya bane rayi ne bai yi da ni akwai video ai na buga muku kunji mun zo mu yi program extensively mu kawo muku videos da dama mu gwada muku amma abin kunya Asawasi delegates ban ce ma vote mai kaka vote mai amma ni na wani in zo in falkar da ku in taye ku kwana shame unto each and every one of you da zai base kan wanga abin da aka ba ku ga kawal da wai zo an zo ana yi muku iftar cikin wanga azumi bayan shekara 18 ka saya kan wannan call ka make informed decision ka je ka vote kai da kai wannan duka to kana cikin wadanda jahilan siyasa mutlakan ka zama jahili na siyasa mutlak wallahi saboda wanga abu kwana nawa don Allah dubannin ga duba samarin ga dake sayin ga wanga abin ga da ake raba wanga da yake hannun shi ga shin ga yake tsaka kwana nawa zai ci wanga abinci to shi yasa yan waye na ina ga ya muku ku make informed decision ku yi decision da ya accept ku positively ya accept yaran ku na yau ya accept yaran ku da kannin ku na gobe ka ku saya kan wai don abin da ba ku yau kawal ku ci na yi imani da Allah an yi sallah an kare wanga abincin ga 95% of you da aka ba ku ya kare 95% of you ya kare yanzu da ku zo kuma ne ku zauna ku yi akan ga kuna gira kuma she sabon shekara kuma ya kan zuwa azumi abinda za ku gira kuma kenan shekara 18 an san yanda ake kuke ci abinci ana ba ku mackerel da tintomatos ana ba ku shinkafa shekara 18 kenan ana zuwa ward ana zuwa ana shan ruwa da ku to yan waye na ni dai ina ba ku shawara ku kuka sa abinda zai taimake ku kuka sa abinda kuka yi yafi muku alheri shi yasa ina ba ku shawara amma ya min ciwo na ga takaici ina kallon babban samari manyan mutane babanni iyaye mata da maza da yan waye ka saya ka base ka wanga abinda ke annun wanga samari ka saya ka wai da ka doki ka zo ka je ka vote yaya Ghana for reconsider your stance on Brian Echampong's incendiary comments. NDC tells police. Let me say a program where the constitutional provisions, Bremo, the other provisions, any videos in other and in fact, me see the police and make police statement now. Must say both Mahama is doing Ketia and Brian Champong comments in Inano it doesn't constitute Minkan is a treason. It's not a treasonable offense. And when I say there is something fundamentally wrong. Trying to equalize it, but no correct. Now, Mama Yentie John Dramani Mahama.
2024 about to have between. Make I say do or die. Now do or die, bro. Focus on. I just said Bibia. Yes, so critical. I was so we Bibia. Send everybody obeying Kudimumu. And your friend do or die. And to say, has Nikoto Koeko Siakai. Now. Final match for the league to end. Now Obako Edi Bako winning by 1 point. Some match, last match, and Obi winning and say we the league, Some match, basically I can say as for this football match, it's a do or die affair. I know interest would they enjoy any a second echo jam maybe and the interest and to me make us say for year NDC for election near a do or die affair because a critical election for us and a critical election a do or die so magana for you now if we say pempenswa yem mino I say idrono do or die says sa election ye be bia senebeya MPP abaya omwatete apansan ye economy omama bibia sign it omokotresi na NDC mbetwa mejuma paso Nana for to say the muti and John Dramani Mahama eka all die be die and all die be die as we all know brofo sorry yes do or die, sorry, do or die, sorry, do or die. John Dramani Mahama ka do or die. Na do or die na a figure of speech. Aya brofo. Ye na ye Kpebu all the time. Aya brofo. The Kwani Adiani Mahatma Gandhi of India. Term they were under British colonization. Now mo peso mu yi o mu free British rule. Ni ma woka say. Baby adina duru is either they fight for their Minkan say their freedom and also mu ina bewu. So, me say among for try to say, oh, even the way I do or die by, it shows what's the name? Treasonable offense. It doesn't make sense. People were under colonization or they were being colonized by the British, and not much so much per se. So how does this constitute treason? It's in they should remain in their shelves, say British ever continue so rule or more an assessing. You see, so when I see some of the MPP communicators, Nititru Solomon Owusu, Kevin Taylor's friend, walking cat and somewhere I mean say now brand table called the because I said Nyama Wakano. So Kwame Nkrumah, you were positive defiance. Kwame Nkrumah, you do or die in an or Ghana Dinya independence because we can say independence now. It's the same thing na Mahatma Gandhi so so any other Kwame Nkrumah so say the Kwame Nkrumah na you found there and you take Ghana radio station TV station you can say no now say the Kwame Nkrumah so na a treasonable offense because Kwame Nkrumah so resist colonization and of course we want independence now it's the same thing na Mahatma Gandhi the same thing and sometimes mukasa I don't know whether by virtue of muti TV so now manya konya to radio so feel said they know it all. Sometimes you don't even understand the tail and head of submissions are some of them on social media. It is John Dramani Mahama somewhere okay the being a say the Mahama kai wakase yen topple over government wakase yenye civil uprising any de chika would there be was talk also even exams to crowd I don't want to resit for this exam again. So this is my do or die affair. It's either you win or you lose. And you are going to win. You are going to end up coming out victorious in the exams. And nobody be utro brofo and the utro essay. No utro do or die. Yeah, make wrong that. You better make right because a brofo a word dictionary. A brofo uko Google I bet so meaning. So I don't see the reason why na moment Johnson is here doing ketia.
It's not only an election for the sake of the National Democratic Congress, but more importantly, it is an election to regain the independence of this country. As our forebears sacrificed to win independence from the colonial government, we believe that it is our time to continue the fight to win the second independence of Ghana. The path will not be smooth, but we will stand up to the challenge. And we are prepared to sacrifice everything, and I mean everything, including our lives, to make sure that this country is delivered.
So, the General Mosquito Kai was some reference of as our forebears fought with the colonial masters to gain independence. And to Wakacho say, at the end of Mukwakwayeno, it's not toppling over government. It's not say Mukwako gu obia bayana Mukwako to abenbiegu debi. No, they are going in democratically to make sure say they win elections because they made reference with winning election. They made reference of abatwana ye kwakotono. It is ye kwako to say your forefathers fighting colonial masters winning independence Ghana. So they were all talking about winning election. They are all talking about democratic way of changing government. To say the Germany Mahama Ka say abai we no wa say Ghana no enti ye kwa abatu we mu no you do or die affair so that we retain na Akufo-Addo any government no say the beya ye beba be ju o man na di o man na to kwan paso. So they are all talking about say they are going to win election. And they are going to win election that never and will never and can never constitute a treasonable offense. What constitutes a treasonable offense? And then I went through the constitution, what a treasonable offense means. Treasonable offense, you either one person and a group of people, come out junior boom, idea suppress the political will or political activity of a group of people or of an individual. Say overcall election process and election center. No overcall to na ubema among for join no what disrupting election process a treasonable offense. Say obey idea or lawful obey aba ediama one person at the expense of the other democratic. And no a treasonable offense. So obi be winning election. No obe chin ninsa. No obe jidiama de wo lusu ye a treasonable offense. When you ya adia ye dia broming from the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Oko Article 3 of the Constitution, defense of the Constitution. Article 3 clause 3 clause 345 and oko the laws of Ghana so Article 11 of the Constitution clause 345 and also how so obi na adwin say Article 3 no o na adwin so be subvert and obe overthrow and obe abrogate any portion of the Constitution na and o say obi ti say yemu a ye be ya adwin say yem pene ma obi ento Constitution ento ntwene and the Constitution no for their selfish or parochial interest no. As a result, ni sanipa kuru ana sani pokuo no omu kurana na bibi tomu enya wo mu no omu hututi makurana ye na ye protect constitution no ye nye bone de biara da under the 1992 constitution ye de sa interest ni na brem wa ha na munhwa de bi wa ha. This is why I make us say the Ghana Police Service sometimes they are not helping matters. Ye tie John Dramani Mahama ye tie esi edun ketia they make reference to yakoto abana na me ba be bona na Akufo-Addo Lord Comey and Brian Champo. I want you to pay critical attention to what they are saying, whether they made any reference to yebe wini abano ana ye wini abana I want you to pay close attention. Pay very close attention and critical attention to what they are saying.
Wabada. Unya from my Wagana. Yahoo, in some way you my Wagana. But Mondia, one moment in your Pamo, ya, by the Pamo view, Mao Quine, and the Say Obey, and your son, Mao Quine, that one.
So far as I live, me didn't break it 8 biao. 2 million, me say, me fama wa monne, me fama wa mochina. We have the power. What is left is for us to sustain the power. We have a president who now says, I would hand over to the next MPP presidential candidate as president of the Republic of Ghana.
And I'm very, very confident of that on the 7th of December 2024, the new MPP presidential candidate is going to win the election of 2024. So our objective, our responsibility is to do whatever it is necessary to make sure that victory is for. Our responsibility is to do whatever it is necessary to make sure that victory is for.
I've now begun to weigh the possibility of joining the famed American speaking tour circuit when I leave Jubilee House, the seat of our nation's presidency, hopefully voluntarily.
Oba be say wabada unya foforo ma ye wo Ghana Yahoo in some way you ma wo Ghana but dia one bobo de tin ye pamo ya sad by the pamo bio Mao Quine and the Say Obey and your son Mao Quine that one
So far as I live, me didn't break it 8 biao. 2 million, me say, me fama wa monne, me fama wa mochina. We have the power. What is left is for us to sustain the power. We have a president who now says, I would hand over to the next MPP presidential candidate as president of the Republic of Ghana.
And I'm very, very confident of that on the 7th of December 2024, the new MPP presidential candidate is going to win the election of 2024. So our objective, our responsibility is to do whatever it is necessary to make sure that victory is for. Our responsibility is to do whatever it is necessary to make sure that victory is for.
I've now begun to weigh the possibility of joining the famed American speaking tour circuit when I leave Jubilee House, the seat of our nation's presidency, hopefully voluntarily.
So, Muti de Nanado Donka Kufado Kai, Muti de Lord Kome Kai. Lord Kome say, we have the power. 2 million, me break it 80 bia. 2 million ewa me. Fa power no was it 2 million, fa 2 million, fa mawa munne, fa mawa mochina. 2 million kurame. We are not going to break any power. Power no kura dada. And nyamin charge ye president was say 1 for 2 million emma with the 2 million bema another MPP candidate. Enti omubeye de waso omuye bia na power no ye de eka wo munsa. Tieni Lord Kome never made reference to ye really election na and after Akufo-Addo say ye really election or the handle power e di ama MPP ni Lord Kome never said that. Lord Kome ka tell mo say 2 million kura no na won fa ma NDC for enne won fa ma NDC for china na me haru sam da mirefi aya na emi ya ada Ghana NDC na MPP nkwa na party but muma yenjina ho because that is the duopoly. Eti Lord Kome ama Ghana for ati ase say 2 million de kura wo mo and there is no way we mu di 2 million be ma NDC for and o pese wo ma amanfo gidi o pese o kanu serious intino and o catch o mo say every say president na di ka catch mo say wonu 2 million enya ade a wo de be ma NDC for na wonu 7 December 2025 sorry 7 January 2025 no obe handle power no ediama another MPP candidate. So again you here the who ya say yasha here parle electoral commission. Yes, they say Dr. Apianyene, that MPP mole, and an MPP surrogate, one of the MPP infant, one of the elephants, the elephant babies, because I will imagine say they will do whatever it is. Akufo-Addo Beka say it is time for them to do whatever it is necessary. Whatever it is necessary, Akufo-Addo say when they win election, they are going to do whatever. Whatever it is necessary, Lord Kwame say, I was so muye dombe bia say omube retain power. And Akufo-Addo Beka say they will do whatever it is necessary to retain power. It's whatever it is necessary. So mbe kumnipa, so mbe tongana, so mbe kumni Ghana for, so mbe subvert constitution, so mbe overthrow and abrogate constitution, just so that another MPP candidate will be the next president of Ghana. Akufo-Addo say whatever it is necessary. It could be say democratically, it could be say democratic, but the kind of persona yenim Akufo-Addo, the kind of caliber and I say characteristics of yenim Akufo-Addo eneno obia no ordinary journey because Akufo-Addo is going to do something democratically. No, we all know, because when we look at the current trend, the various appointments at the electoral commission here, obi to say what's the name? The current appointment, what's the name? Dr. Apianyene, ni CV. Dr. Apianyene CV, ni qualification, any experience, ni pabako, the title here, political positions held and service to MPP. In the CV, one resume, political positions held and service to MPP. 1, were a member of the 2020 Bono Election Committee for MPP. 2, were a Bono Regional IT Director for Election 2020 for MPP. 3, were a Bono Regional D-Day Coordinator for Election 2020 for MPP. 4, were a member of the National Research and Data Analysis Team for Election 2020 for MPP. 5, were a Regional Coalition Officer representing MPP at the Bono East EC office. 6, were a Regional Coalition Officer for MPP Internal Coalition for Election 2020 for MPP. 7, were a member of the Bono Regional Communication Team for MPP. 8, were a member of the Let My Vote Count Alliance for MPP. 9, were organizing training for all Bono D-Day coordinators and parliamentary candidates for MPP. 10, were a chairman and secretary for the Election 2020 for MPP. 11, were organizing training for all Bono Constituency IT coordinators and polling stations for Election 2020 for MPP. 12, were a founding member of the UENR, that is the University of Chiradiye. 13, were a patron for the UENR TESCON, University of Chiradiye. 14, were a TESCON member at University of Education Winneba. When you now Adia and Akufo-Addo Ekachire say they will do whatever it is necessary to make sure say on handle power ediama another MPP presidential candidate. Na musha de bi wa ha.
Afa better. Yo ma ji say what is the hura patapa. Every party show about the 2024 now. The best of them we have the band. The best of them we have the band. We have the band.
Brian Champon Ekachire mo say wo mo MPP for begina platform so I handle over AMAP NDC NC da na toko so kachire mo say ekwan bia ye be fa so ekwan bia yen MPP for ye be fa so a ye be make sure say ye be kura tumi no in 2024 no ye be fa so it could be by foul play, it could be by legitimate means, by track recorder, by champo I exhibit to Ghana ye fa ayawa so West Wogo
Emily short commission indicting na PCC nyoma together. We know say and yes say omu kwa kofa kwan person e win election. So these events, you cannot discount it. And the catch any person, oh there be where the John Dramani Mahama, excuse me, near see doing Ketia Kayano, and the Bright Champo Kayano, the same thing, and yet the same. It's never the same. So stop the equalization. Stop the equalization. Bright Champo Samo Kayo, because one Troy, what Troy and Kamuba who said. Three separate sentences no make here. What shall see a full tape now? What shall see a say? Time now, dollar no a cost na see the top from no. MPP, NDC for a capitalize on it. But they say no, and yama air cost dollar ne cost from the CD no air cost, even though they say dollar na cost. And no what can you hear? Because so uka about dollar and net. Now we say about election and that. We are not voting today or tomorrow. We have more than 1 year. We have almost 2 years ago ahead of us before we say yebetuaba. And see the issue of corona the dollar ne kwasoro see the now conform to say see the ne kwasoro dollar now conform and nyome ye. It is totally it is totally detached from a kwanya yebefa so yebe make sure say yebe di Ghana so in 2025 no yebefa so because what did I say some bejina platform so one can say that issue of what can say NDC for ebe yon kwasi asem any basa ya on betro mo say we have the men no a totally different statement altogether from say bejina platform so na ya handle over power a different. I had 3 different statements no yeah. First was about the economy and the city and the dollar. The second one say your 2024 elections. Na NDC for ebedin kwasi asema. You better say we have the men. When we listen to him very carefully and some worker say Ekwanya ye be first way we win election. It has nothing to do with say NDC for ebedin kwasi asema there be enye if asem. Mun brofun che obi a Ghana. Edina MPP communicator bi ya maybe somewhere last year June July after for je ehwe no Nshira FM no. Mu pretend say mu te brofo mu te hwe. Mu pretend mu te hwe eye twi no ka yo wan ka brofo. If na ya mu de hwe no. If wo ka brofo mu na munim if. Bre champo wo ka brofo na wo ka twi. Mu na mu de if hwe wa ma no. If you been a war, if you been say you be babejina platform so say you be babejina platform if a kwandi e be faswa you be win 2024 election if these are 3 distinct different statements because you don't see the full stop and after one time around full stop you are doing everything possible to link these 3 statements. The first statement making about the dollar no any NDC for ebe takashi kwasi asem 2024 election na NDC for mako jinaka so mbedi kwasi asem maka say omba bedi kwasi asem. Why must he even make such a statement? Why? Bibia muna muti brofo waka if mudi kroni eba kupeu sa krona musori a muna muti brofo and we have the men
saa kuro na moto ato ni unim de meya ni se o enyafo ma no ye na ye nya bi ni no ye na ye benefit no directly no ye na sebi ye jimi more omu say empenifo yi bi omu ba no omu ye lose stock instead of say menu mi na ye vulnerable a BBC na ya ye nya bebi nko no ye beba together na yaka to me say hey ye nim say politics na ye you can support right you can I can support left no but eduru ye fa ahudie eduru ye sumdue dia yen twen ma momfa ya sumdue enni agro yen twen ma ye momfa ye peace enni agro ntino sa nyoma ne de munja na ye support no ye na de tribalism sebi tribalism ye na de tribalism any sebi you know sometimes you cannot even be charitable ye na ye se brofo asama John bright up ka brofo be no sebi bright up wo ye sikani o bodyguard o the sun city samuka ne sen bro example say BBC na sebi before say beto no ebia na we dika di be 2 months and say bibi beto no wo de enne ne ochire ya BBC a wan sha the next bomb by beto na esi upuna no na wu say politicians ni bebre wo mumma enye Ghana fo omumma ye Americans ne British ne Canadians and Norwegians and talk BBC instead of us to come together to make sure say we speak to it to make sure say we will prevent it no muna mote brofo muna mako school ene munne. Sometimes I don't blame the politicians. Sometimes I don't blame them. I blame the educated illiterates are in them. Tribalism. Eju buma. And Obe who say yes. Okay, I will come and play a certain video for you in my next video. Obe who the ekoso. Aden. Ghana for. So statements you know are different altogether. Are different. And you cannot compare the issue doing Ketani John Mahama Kaya with what Nana Akufo-Addo said, with what Brian Champon said, with what Lord Kome said. It's totally different, and you can see say the zeal, any the kind of aggressiveness, and what Brian Champon and Akufo-Addo, any Lord Kome voice, any the way, the manner in which issue doing Kedia, any John Dramani Mahama, Edu Omasem, the way Omuka Omasem, you can see say it's totally different. Some mean for good, others mean for bad. A big statement it has good intention. Others acquire say ayomu as a beye any dam. It's either them or nobody. Yawaha no oslousuka say omaji omu mai. Yawaha oslousuka bibi atreye. Entina Brian Champon suka chiro omu say so omu say di 2 members NDT for the ABC da. Lord Kome suka chiro omu say Akufo-Addo assure mo boss say be obefa bia obe hande power bia ma MPP. Akufo-Addo ko dina abotire for say no he is going to join the American speech talk circuit say when I leave Jubilee House hopefully voluntarily no be jai power. If he say ye take Ghana not even Kwame Nkrumah yembra Fourth Republic JJ Kura military ruler wanjina baby da ankasa sem say hopefully obeja Jubilee House and Flagstaff House obeja voluntarily. What does that mean? Muna mo se mote brofo muna munim say Brian Champon eka say if mumbeka brofo a mumbe explain brofo Akufo-Addo ka say hopefully if he decides to leave Jubilee House voluntarily mumbe say no so ntreye ana no de mante da hon eno mante hopefully we no Akufo-Addo after the 2 times hopefully I be judge Jubilee House voluntarily mumbe kire sa brofo no so ntreye. Ghana for we are live on Facebook on Real Talk, we are live on Facebook on Concerned Citizens of Ghana, we are live on YouTube on Real Talk Media, we are live on Loud Silence TV. Ye try uka krebi eba Kevin Taylor and Loud Silence Media Exposé help strengthens Ghana's democracy. Lawyer Martin Kpebu ye nemo eba betutu nkomo kakrebi afa Lawyer Martin Kpebu asama okaye any the various medias no person omo ya omo water down and a discount to Exposè'S prempi you know Loud Silence Media edeba ebremo. Ghana for let me say these are some of the exposés Loud Silence Media led by the CEO Kpebu Taylor. Some of the exposés Nyankopon Nyame adom ene mo supporter mo de maye wo hanoma yetima breaki e de amamu. This exposés it saves lives, it saves Ghana billions and billions and billions of cities, because some of the exposés stop government from embarking on whatever they wanted to do. Some of the exposés so no maye ansana yensa etime kan ya ye de bremu emamu hu de course. Some of the exposés so afen no mo plan so mo be yenti when so yeti o moto sana they are unable to they are not able to embark on adukura person mo ye enti I mean, I always tell people, Kevin Taylor, Kevin Taylor, he doesn't know it all. Neither does anybody knows it all. We are all doing our best, our bit to make sure, say, oh my Ghana, no, some of us are follow international news. Some of us are reading Kakrano. Yenim Kwankura, a first Rwanda for a Kuntakwa, Hutus and the Tutsis. Yenim kwa Liberia for Samuel Doe, any like Chastela and there was several ICC International Criminal Court and Omujeli na was several term. Yenim kwa Rwanda, Burundi, Angola muina ekuntokwa. So some of the things are esisi ema omukuntakwa no. Nyama yehu o my ganim. Enti Yemubi, I mean, Loud Silence Media, led by Kevin Taylor. Now, we are doing everything possible, say, Yabebwa, I mean, Yentimin Fasika Emre Ghana for. Yentimin for Emma said, G 1 million, G 10 million, G 50 million, G $1,000, G $100. Yentimin, yes, Anyamano. They bet him, I say, being patriotic citizens, we are about 5,000 miles away from Ghana. No, kakra betimaye ama o my Ghana anya ntuma pefra. Debia ye tu kwanyi na obie no wotu kwanya we free Ghana wa bucho be kase. Ankan obenya Ghana will be better than the bia wo no. Obie no be kacho say one boss empire no. But because of the weak leadership, the wicked leadership ye wo my Ghana any Africa at large no. Enu na ama se say ye mu bebre no enne obewu so obi university obi kura PhD wotifie wonye adwuma anye wo pe kwanya wo be fa so obetimi afa Brazil afa desert so e dia be pia America na Europe, and you will not blame the person because corona adwuma ni wo ye nipakuo kakra bi na corona abedi omunsa and omo ye di omo pe. These are all scandals from the camp of Loud Silence Media yet my breaky Ediama Ghana for now. It has saved Ghana millions. Even though a bisu wa sikani dia na sikana shi ansana ye break it through amamu, and we are hoping say whenever there is a change of government, a bebas wombeti baden edu omakojina asemdibiano I mean court na court edu omasem na ombe refund e sika ama ye na ye besa jeli omo a the court no edimu fit biano punishment it will be meted at them said ebeye suyenhunu ebe serve as a deterrent too. Yena ye pesa ye ko politics mu anase wo politics mu no ye beye suyenhunu amaye enti ye say so wanya bibia ama wase wa ummo no kro no. Kevin Taylor wanya perfect, Kevin Taylor wanya 100%. In fact ye di nkoma eno be say yes abrantie no Ghana do ewonimu Ghana do wonimu enye easy you know sometimes di nkoma ayana I mean, easy. As I said, when you be more wasiwa, me monochrono. Among for now, the kind of documentation I was say among for ready. The kind of enyoma course I was among for ye. The kind of amount for sacrifice of more life. Dig it through government archives, any documents. Kevin Taylor J. uno nkrofo mun discuss na mun make sure say mo be ma Ghana for ewu ni kure no enye easy among for the mun life they put their life on the line to access documents and it take a soldier in the person of Kevin Taylor to be bold enough because some of the documents and some of the things it affects one kasa umoja. There are most of the things are aya SEO but enye bibia na ya catch them. Sometimes adie na ubabe ye no nipa ba ku mienu miensa ewo ho a udi ya ko echiro obo mu se da bi wakopem because umoja and I say your family member bi but so we nipa bi opese unu se Ghana ebe fa ntuma pefra you have no option than to continue what you are doing because so ujidi say we nipa papa ujidi say Ghana do wakumemu a you don't have to be my family member or not my family member before say you do the right thing. Eti kakra me ka ko sini say ya nya bibia ma ya sewa ye monokro no Kevin Taylor wonye 100%. Kevin Taylor wonye osoro abofo. Kevin Taylor wonye prophet. Eye wonu so de bodimbo ena wo ye se de be ya enyamaboni na akoso o my Ghana sikedie krono a enunti ama o my Ghana entumpon ena nipakuo kakra bi ena omu sikani na abedi omu nsema omu de yedo omu ye no enunti na eni abere a ye fight amamo enti sometimes you feel like you have to give up because nipa na wo kontokwa ama omu no they don't see it omu they don't appreciate but something also tells you say you have to keep going because there's one day and a day will come they will understand. A day will come they will turn back and say we wish Kevin Taylor was here. A day will come they will tell their unborn kids say there used to be a gentleman and a friend Kevin Taylor. He used to live in exile to say the Omokano about 5,000 plus miles away from Ghana. One other woman and they have saved Ghana millions and billions abani timidi ye mpuntunjuma enne mubenya nsupanum mubenya aduane pedi mubenya school papa ako mubenya atade papa ahye mubenya adwuma papa ye abra mawie school enkoba se mawie school amukura diploma mukura degree mukura masters mukura PhD sa enu echi no mube pese mubeye connection na mudi akofa desert so akofa Brazil Mexico Nicaragua na mudi aba as slaves professional slaves. And we are professional slaves in another man's country. And the ship and I play with Ghana. Who professors ni PhD holders are. So for certificate into they should give up their certificate. Who lecturers on the job certificate full play Adentia because nipakuo kakrebi ene sikanu ni krona bedu omunsim ene omanya self timemufuo we are timid we don't know much about the democracy we are practicing we don't know much about the laws of Ghana a governing kronintino they tend to use and abuse the laws and are the 2 million ediasho omunsim. I always tell people when you go into the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana chapter 1 of the Constitution the very first chapter of the Constitution article 1 supremacy of the Constitution was say the sovereignty of Ghana resides in the hands of the people of Ghana, in whose name and for whose welfare the powers of government shall be exercised in the manner within the limits laid down in this Constitution. The opposite of showing that say Ghana to me dia name to me yaponica credit ya form be a friend of government. It's a government 10% there more realize scarce resources and abundant resources because resources is not scarce, it's in abundance. And see, they have no right to use the 2 million against the will and wish of the people of Ghana. And we are helping you to unravel the mystery and I say uncover the kind of mistreatment, any mismanagement of the state coffers, any development what Ghana for Munsaka enti minka say the yeye wo hayina na the loud silence media ina ya 100% debi but ask yourself if you say wo since 4th Republic since 1992 to date have you ever seen a journalist like Kevin Taylor before? Some of the journalists eye ahoya eye pese minkum ya eye ahoya na eye wo mo ade na abrantie ne ye no ade na media no loud silence media ye no mo ntimi nye enti o mo ntimi nye no enkogo ebekogo de enkokona. So they would do whatever they could within their power to water down, to disregard, to discount the effort of loud silence media. Said the Beya Ghana for the Muni Kura Koso. Ghana for Lawyer Martin Kpebu, Enra, almost the key points. The key points. Kevin Taylor last week Sunday, Ebeye Exposé, the Jubilee House, Galamsey Exposé. After Kevin Taylor Exposé, you know, sometimes people don't understand. After wire Exposé, you know, 2 days, and I say a day after Monday, and I intercepted letter, Professor, what's the name of the man? Hey, Professor Frimpong Boateng actual war address Kpebu. So apparently Kevin Taylor here exposé no Sunday and Abdul Malik Kpebu forwarded except of the link of the exposé no edema Professor Frimpong Boateng say una wo chiro sa de we Kevin Taylor dia ba no wo gu yenimase and Professor Frimpong Boateng actual letter and war addressing Abdul Malik Kpebu. So lo and behold, ye intercepted sa letter no, and then on Monday Kevin Taylor be catch am say, thank you very much, Professor Frimpong Boateng. And he we intercepted documents no. And I be catch am say, exposé na me ye no. Documents no cannot be contested. Owie so he watermarked the documents and or the two amansantin times to say obi amfa ne nhwe bi enti obeye sa exposé no and or intercepted document no we be buttress ne earlier exposé we say e legit because Professor Frimpong Boateng respond to Abdul Malik Kpebu. Media houses in Ghana, majority of them deliberately have decided not to discuss it. Eye idea omoye all the time. Say exposé ba idea omoye. So yet here. The few ones in omoye imagine so ombe discussing. Not one of them accredited loud silence media for breaking the story. And I say for that exposé. And the manner and the way I would try somebody and say exposé whenever they are discussing the exposé na Kevin Taylor deliberately no, they don't project the documents on their screens. Deliberately they don't. Unlike the other documentation, the same program, if they are discussing any other issue, we also know about projected paper and projected that relevant portion on their screens. But whenever they are discussing this Reverend Professor Frimpong exposé here, Galamsey exposé, Jubilee House Galamsey exposé, Kevin Taylor breaking and whenever they are doing that, they don't project documentation like Kevin Taylor release. Wouldn't be because because Abrantiano we do have to be omundruye because journalism is still majority of them are learning or much say bloggers or much to social media because Kevin Taylor watermarked all the documents I will release here and when they project that document na Kevin Taylor releasing now you who loud silence media on the document it has been watermarked. You cannot cover it. Enti omuyina no ekrokra womo Reverend Frimpong Boateng wono so wa try bibi dia koma Jubilee House Reverend Frimpong Boateng none of them None of them projected the document on their screen. Unlike the other documentation and no the mobile say document way it was released from the Attorney General, from the office of the OSP, Special Prosecutor, office of project EC. But whenever there is a breakthrough expose from Loud Silence Media, the course document has been watermarked with Loud Silence Media. They never project it. In fact, they never acknowledge say Mayemfa in Nasie, they never give the acknowledgement to a Loud Silence Media and a breaking this news and also this story. They never. But we know time and time again, Kevin Taylor will go video Joy News or Becca say credit to Joy News, credit to TV3, credit to Adum, credit to Onuya, credit to this. They never. Mashe Metro TV on this same issue. Mashe, what's the name? What's the name of this TV station? Now, Netintini Tetiani say, Enra Anopa on the key point TV3. Now, Sam George was so lawyer Martin Kpebu, Professor Jampo, and another MPP communicator Bako. So they were having this discussion. So all this while, let me say who say, why not a bit credit Loud Silence Media for this breakthrough? Because everybody seems to be talking about it, but nobody is giving credit to Loud Silence Media. Said here, Kevin Taylor every single time or more credit for news outlet will be used on Loud Silence Media. Even after that simple, they will strike, they will come and after they will report him to Facebook or YouTube. They are striking the page down, even though he give them the credit. So Emra TV3. So Usha program now, it do 1 hour 51 minutes, and a lawyer Martin Kpebu Ekasaye. And Sana, so he was talking, and then 2 hours 1 minute, and also Akasaye, maybe both video natural. Muntie lawyer Martin Kpebu. The host never acknowledged Kevin Taylor. In fact, he pretended as if say when him the dia documents in free buy. Meanwhile, when kura documents na, it has been watermarked Loud Silence Media. Any of the media house and what's na Ghana, discuss this Jubilee House Galamsey, and projective documents na kura no share say ni Loud Silence watermark waswa. And ask them, say, why are they failing to acknowledge the good work at Kevin Taylor? Omusoria will be at him. Omusoria no waka penny winning. Omusoria empty 1 year at the Papa da Emma or my Ghana. Why are you guys discussing the Jubilee House Galamsey on your various TV and radio stations? Why are you discussing? I didn't know more discussing. Once where you can go and watch 1 hour 51 minutes. And lawyer Martin Kpebu Kasa. Munte the lawyer Martin Kpebu Kai.
Action is being taken about the details of this said report. Apart from what we are hearing now from the persons who have been captured in the report, who have not, and let me say, in all their responses, they have not indicated that they were called by the presidency. None of them. To answer questions about this report. Lawyer.
Okay, so just a small comment before going there. The first comment is to love the person who leaked the report, right? Yes, because one thing that would not escape you is that the fact that that person has strengthened our democracy. Because
I believe it's Kevin Taylor.
Okay.
Loud Silence Network. So if you read it, you see his watergram logo in there. He's the first person to have leaked this.
Okay.
Kevin Taylor of Loud Silence.
Okay. Commendations to him, because this helps our democracy a lot. Because you see that as for the president, he was interested in what? Shielding the appointees involved. So he didn't have any incentive to bring it out. You know, that's how he behaved. You remember this?
Action is being taken about the details of this said report. apart from what we are hearing now from the persons who have been captured in the report, who have not, and let me say, in all their responses, they have not indicated that they were called by the presidency. None of them. To answer questions about this report. Lawyer.
Okay, so just a small comment before we go in there. The first comment is to allow the person who leaked the report, right? Yes, because one thing that would not escape you is that the fact that that person has strengthened our democracy. Because
I believe it's Kevin Taylor.
Okay.
So if you read it, you see his watergram logo in there. He's the first person to have leaked the report.
Okay.
Kevin Taylor of Loud Silence.
Okay. Commendations to him, because this helps our democracy a lot. Because you see that as for the president, he was interested in what? Shielding the appointees involved. So he didn't have.
Sabutia, make a full video naturally. The host to know throughout the program, he never acknowledged Loud Silence Media nor Kevin Taylor. He pretended say when him say watermark be wo paper no so, but message video naturally. Sam George Eka say I think it's Kevin Taylor because he has his watermark on it. No, Muntie host to know. Munche host Rebecca say yes, he's the first one. Meanwhile, as a host, as a journalist, the first thing you were supposed to do is say, Obeka say, these documents came from the camp of Loud Silence Media, so credit to Loud Silence Media. Why yet? None of them, including even Sam George, because Sam George Kasajai, lawyer Martin Kpebu, none of them acknowledged Kevin Taylor. But because lawyer Martin Kpebu, when you be a nim modern warbo, said the best strengthening Ghana's democracy. And Mutia Dokaya, dear Kevin Taylor, you know, Loud Silence Media, you know, it helps strengthen our democracy. Dear Anas Armia Wanas, you know, it helps strengthen our democracy. Now, Obama example say even in America here, where the current vice president Kamala Harris grab here example. So ask yourself, what will prevent a reputable media house like TV3, a professional journalist like the one sitting there, to negate the fact say we be acknowledging the effort of the fellow journalists, the effort of another sister media house even in 1,000 years to come, because they don't have the courage. This was courage, but the person will be hand down politically. What? As a journalist, I didn't acknowledge the effort of your fellow journalists. It takes a guest on your station, in the person of lawyer Martin Kpebu, to come and acknowledge, say the first thing to even do is say to acknowledge the person who leaked the information, who leaked the document, because this kind of leakages, you know, it helps strengthen our democracy. Deliberately, none of the media house, none of the media house are mache. And no more credit I'm a Loud Silence Media, any Kevin Taylor for this expose. It has no depth. In fact, Professor Frimpong Boateng has come to confirm say no natural, and he stands by whatever has been published by Loud Silence Media. Anka documents in the and of Dr. Professor Frimpong Boateng Eka say he has no knowledge of this document and no natural. Anka mube with the way among for that discredited Loud Silence Media and Kevin Taylor. Energy now, all the time you are waiting for your fellow journalist, your fellow Ghanaian, your fellow black man to flop for you to come and chastise the person. No? Why don't you use the same energy? Any idea and a renowned lawyer in the stature of lawyer Martin Kpebu, Eka say Kevin Taylor's exposes, Kevin Taylor's leaks now only you know, it helps strengthen our democracy. Why don't you use the same energy now? Why? Immediately Sam George Ebeka said, I think it's Kevin Taylor. Muntie the other voice now ebedi echire no na munhye host no ne tini nanim any asama walker muntie ni.
Action is being taken about the details of this said report. apart from what we are hearing now from the persons who have been captured in the report, who have not, and let me say, in all their responses, they have not indicated that they were called by the presidency. None of them to answer questions about this report. Lawyer.
Okay, so just a small comment before going there. The first comment is to allow the person who leaked the report, right? Yes, because one thing that would not escape you is that the fact that that person has strengthened our democracy. Because
I believe it's Kevin Taylor.
Okay.
Loud Silence Network. So if you read it, you see his watergram logo in there. He's the first person to have leaked this.
Okay.
Kevin Taylor of Loud Silence.
Okay. Commendations to him, because this helps our democracy a lot. Because you see that as for the president, he was interested in what? Shielding the appointees involved. So he didn't have any incentive to bring it out. You know, that's how he behaved. You remember this NDA matter? Dr. Namzoya reported that public officers were about to steal money. He didn't do anything for over 5 months until I took it to this Joy FMCC and then subsequently here, right? So it's the president's stock.
So you are saying he didn't do anything in that particular instance?
Oh yes, for over 5 months. The vice president was copied, the chief of staff, the letter was addressed to the chief of staff, all of them. They didn't do anything.
How did you know that he didn't do anything?
Oh, because I finally, it's when I blew it up on air, and then finally went to special prosecutor, and special prosecutor stepped in and then did the investigations. And the people are now before court. We're going to treat it as a foolish case. You see, that's how the president behaves. He's not interested in fighting corruption. You hear even from page 1 what Professor Frimpong Boakye said. He said the corruption is unimaginable in Minerals Commission. Then he goes on to talk about the police, the military, etc. Good. So you're saying that what should he have done?
So lawyer Martin Kpebu statement I'm making here, he say the first thing is to acknowledge the person who leaked the information. And I can say one thing that we don't have to escape is to allow the person who leaked the report. One thing that we don't have to escape, because he realized all the media houses, including that station and what wants to introduce to topic, I will be a Catalan. They all try to escape commending the effort of Loud Silence Media and Kevin Taylor. It has to take lawyer Martin Kpebu to draw the attention. Say, I can see, you are trying to escape Loud Silence Media. But let me tell you, we cannot escape, because whatever work the man has done, or the gentleman and the media house has done, it is helping us to strengthen our democracy. We're a lawyer. Down the line, woman is submission. This is what he said again.
Page 14, he indicts Kpebu, the chairman of the Minerals Commission Board. He says when they were going to launch the community mining thing, Kpebu called the district chief executive and told him to block the program. Then this was reported to chief of staff. Chief of staff didn't do much, right? He goes on so many people, mentions people. NDC people involved in Galamsey. He says in Western region, the NDC people, they have an upper hand in Galamsey. That's page 13. He says more NDC in illegal mining in Western region than the MPP people. And so when this Vanguard was stopped, it gave NDC an upper hand. So their people were able to mine and use the money to sponsor candidates and etc. That the police were saying. The police, when Vanguard was taken out and then the police took over, the police who went there, they were NDC police, like NDC sympathizers. So they said, we're brought here by the government you voted for. Can you imagine policemen saying that?
So this on page 25 of the report.
We're brought here. We're sent by the government you voted for. Hey, Charlie. There are things in this report, Professor Frimpong Boakye, God bless you for writing it, and Kevin Taylor, God bless you for leaking it. You see, when you mention leakage, you sent by the government you voted for. Hey, Charlie, there are things in this report, Professor Frimpong Boakye, God bless you for writing it, and Kevin Taylor, God bless you for leaking it. You see, when you mention leakage, I've been reading this man's book, No Higher Honor by Condoleezza Rice, right? She louds, or though some part she complains, but she talks about America too, the way State Department, people in the Foreign Ministry, right? They leak reports and all that, right? So you look at it and you see that in a democracy, you always need people to leak reports too. Because if you remember the famous WikiLeaks, yes, WikiLeaks helped because it brought us so many things that they would deny. So you look at page 22. She says this, that leaks are debilitating, sowing distrust among the officials who have to work together and coloring the president's opinion. People do it to show that they are in the know or to advance a position. Yeah. So sometimes people leak to show that they are in the know or to advance a position. And I said this one, it has advanced our democracy because now it's brought everything to the table. So the president was fleeing from it, but he's been caught with his tail between his legs. Yes, the president has been caught with his tail between his legs. He was running away from this report, but karma is caught up with him. Now he has to deal with it. Let's go into the Commission of Inquiry. Let's deal with all the details.
So the Commission of Inquiry can be, per the law, at the instance of the President or Parliament.
Thank you. Or the Council of State.
Or the Council of State.
Thank you.
So in this instance, if the President does not do it, members of Parliament can call for a Commission of Inquiry to be established.
Yes.
Or the Council of State can do so. These are the three ways maybe the Commission of Inquiry can be established.
So lawyer Martin Kpebu, what talk also can say, he's still lauding or acknowledging the effort of Professor Frimpong Boateng say Watchro, any Kevin Taylor was a danase on the same program. As I can say, people leak information to let others know say they are in the known. Omunim dia moye no. Say what do you say me tonkwa any amenaye me share the way pa. That is what it means. A figure of speech to let people know say they are in the known. Enti ketajishana moye no. Me wo etira me share the moye no. And now say they want to advance a position say on person man 40 say and we can say in this case you know Kevin Taylor leak now you know it has advanced our democracy. Go and arrest lawyer Martin Kpebu. Munkona munkwache no. Wasama will reference say the former US Secretary General Condoleezza Rice under Obama was even a book about leakages. So in a democracy, you need people to go underground and leak information. It helps strengthen democracy. But you have journalists, you have so many media houses, documents loud silence has been watermark on it, but they feel shy to acknowledge say Kevin Taylor ya dawase why are there it Kevin Taylor ba ye wenye at the papa da emma Ghana, but these same people these same people they cannot come with one single document to refute or to come and say each of all these exposés here successfully has been exposed under the leadership of Kevin Taylor at Loud Silence Media, no, a force or a fake. How many exposés? How many? 18 plus somewhere around 24 exposés, 24 different exposés. Some are still in the pipeline in the coming days. Some are still in the pipeline. They are akakura doors to change the aba. But here we are. We have journalists. What TV so wakura document ya watermark so Loud Silence Media. So we pretending say we name say documents in Loud Silence Media so but they feel bold to come and sit on their radio stations and TV stations. Kevin Taylor did he attempt? Kevin Taylor say by these same people omuse bronibi question Trump omuse broni above akwadabi question Obama omuse mrofun kwala they are bold the way they are no democracy ejuma ho by Ghana ni eba no we the same thing yesu wo mu ade we were here 2 years ago na Akufo-Addo conference bi o Canada akwala ketewa 17 years 18 years wotofu tira Akufo-Addo musore amuti Ghana muti brofo wotofu tira Akufo-Addo President Akufo-Addo spoke about the role of women in our democratic setting, the world democracy, and then lady Akufo-Addo can no say Mr. President, I'm inviting you for dinner. I am inviting you for dinner. What we say President Tibiaba Kroma na Abrocha Kola say I'm inviting you for dinner. Debbie, a phone or to train and Akufado because when we said na Akufado can and for crime you cannot in this day and age enka say their contribution is not necessary when it comes to democracy. And you know say I am inviting you for dinner. A phone or to train ba muti Ghana mo sere ye kwaka mu na muti brofo. I believe say Betro Macmillan na Queen Elizabeth ne Prince Charles omoba Ghana no ma boabo ma no ma bisa mu brofo mo ntrongu dictionary ni. Kevin Taylor ba ye wonye ade papa da Emma Ghana but successfully single-handedly with the help of the Ghost team, with the help of Amanfo Omuji Ejuma wo ye ni dini ntino omunya documents biya they discount each and every thousands of all the journalists in Ghana. No matter travel all the way 5,000 plus miles away from Ghana. No matter Kevin Taylor the document we magana for who the ekoso Ghana na ye kura ye wo Ghana ni adia ekoso ni yempe. Imagine Professor Frimpong watching the car say documents and motion. Imagine what will happen to Loud Silence Media and the entire family of Loud Silence Media. Imagine what will happen to Kevin Taylor and the documents of Kramu. A new bread, a hoya or time care. Muntimi acknowledge say a Kevin Taylor as you are a document in free buy. Muntimi, Musuru, you call yourself journalist because you have been fed, most of you, by the politicians. Ghana for mama yenye one or two things in the course kakra. Lawyer Martin Kpebu has set the record straight. It is ma any stomach journalist be anjira won catch him say the Kevin Taylor it will disrupt Ghana's democracy, it will cause instability. Bebre no omunye lawyers. What's the name of this guy? Metro TV, good evening Ghana. Paul Adumochiri. We're failing law entrance exam more than the other one and no one more. And now we need to know a project Loud Silence or the Dini Partem or incite among for a lawyer, a renowned lawyer Martin Kpebu say the Kevin Taylor Exposè'S leaks in our it strengthens democracy. And yet then it strengthens democracy. A tea among for so intersukoko and my unipa boni for more Ghana and my or more mudikatashi and my and Nana Akufo-Addo only came to create, loot and share. And my youth and Nana Akufo-Addo is not interested in fighting corruption because a whole president documents and that will table since 2001. Over 2021. Over 2022, Edeka Ayinfufo. Ekatro mo say, Galamsey, you are ready to fight and now Ayinfufo they are complicit in eye edidi atem eye enimtia me ye onyini wo Ghana ni titru asantememu a me anka me de me na be sim ebi so say me pet excavated bia wo matase so yentina se na yenjini de ebeye yenjai asasene for 10 years na yenhwe whether we survive or we will not survive. Ghana for benefit say me free gold ayetu I na ye say yensuo Ghana for benefit say na yenye free me eye imagine mu na eye nka metumi mu a anka yembande I don't care new month Anglobo yempabo obi enja ejuma 5 years or 10 years obi enja ejuma. We will survive. We shall survive. Na yen reclaim your land. Na yen hunte. Sikanu wanenya gold na obuwa sita tata obeko dunkwa obeko hwan tan obi ti akra wonu na benefit from the gold. Say na amount for ninya me ayemi pemua anka yenjai any mining activity yenjai Ghanaians will never die. Can for that say by 31st March 2023 ya secure IMF loan IMF package Ghana will collapse and now Ghana collapse. Ghana collapse. Member bin tinabe bin chawuntro say without gold, without mining now, yes say your sase, yes say your farmland, yes say yensuo no, Ghana will not survive. And you kure mumma yenjane yenhwe Ghana en survive wa. Ghana for mumma yenka akwawe gados asaro chirda kwa sem kakra. Na ye move on na yenfa course kakra. Mumma yenche gado asaro chirda ku.
Gabi Ochre Darko. I'm here with him because his name has been cited in that report that was presented by Professor Frimpong Watu to the Chief of Staff on issues around illegal mining in Galamsey during his tenure and some of the challenges he faced and people who he says interfered with his work. Now, Gabi's name has popped up twice in that report. So I want to seek his thoughts on some of the allegations made against him. So let me start with the first part and read it quickly, then we start. It says, despite the fact that Cabinet directed the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources to suspend the issuance of all new license permits by the Forestry Commission and also to suspend the licenses already issued for operation in 47 forestry reserves, and he promised to deal with it. Are you lawyers for Heritage?
It's very unprofessional of a minister to personalize an issue such as that. Very unprofessional to drop a name on a matter that was purely about a lawyer asking questions about his client. Heritage happens to be a client to one of the lawyers at my firm, Adam. And Heritage have a prospecting license issued on 25th October 2018, okay, which was to expire October 2021. I believe what the minister is referring to happened after this. I think it was in 2019 or 2020. I can't recollect, but probably he has the date. They had a mine exploration operating permit. Forest entry permit issued 12 November 2018 and also an EPA permit. My lawyer comes to me and says that his client, with all these permits and licenses, goes on site with equipment to do prospecting, and the soldiers have come to seize the equipment. Okay? Now, what do you do as a lawyer? The first thing I did was I asked, but are they with your people? Said yes. So I spoke to the. So
you called the soldiers first? Okay.
What really was going on? And then they said that they were acting on the instructions of the minister. So I called the minister for clarification. Clarification is saying that I have a client who has all the documents or permits and licenses required to do prospecting. Everything. And he goes on site, and then soldiers come to basically not just stop them from working, but to seize all the equipment. So I asked the minister, but they have permits, so what really, I want to understand the issue. And then the minister fires back and says, they are not prospecting, they are mining. And I said, but minister, the information I have is that they took the equipment on that site today. So I want to be educated. Are the equipment for prospecting different from those that you need to mine? He couldn't answer. And I asked the technical people. They said, no, they're the same equipment. I said, so, I mean, they're just going on site today. So how can you? Said, oh, well, they shouldn't have been given the permit to enter the forest. I said, well, I mean, are you challenging the permit as fake? Said, no, but it shouldn't have been issued. I said, yeah, but that's a different matter. But I just want to understand really what the issues are. Is it that, so essentially he gave me his side of the story, which is that he believes that what they were doing was mining, not prospecting, even though they had just gone on site. And that was a conversation that we had.
So this is the epitome of a corn man. Yakas will be a corner. This is the epitome of Yakas will be a corn man. Gabi, F sa category no. Ye name say galamse edi Ghananya, mining edi Ghananya. Tinana Kufado ebe katre Ghana for say within the presidency are two on the line. Now the directive initially was all illegal miners should stop. And now we expanding all mining activities in Ghana should stop. All mining activities. No munshe no muntu tutu nyomem. Na samutie gado chireda kwa. Waka say Heritage Mining Company no. Enye wanone client to. Eye wanone firm. One of the lawyers are one firm no. Ni client. Enti mamema for example. Even Uba Abuchire ha. Uti mi call law office bako. Ube hu table different. Eye office bako one firm. But lawyer biya woni station e woni client. But you ever say loud silence media. Kevin Taylor, you were Nkoto, you were Mr. Article, you were Black Rasta, you were what's the name? You were Ransford Kpebu, you were Pierrot one, you were Biao, but Kevin Taylor, and a down. Same way na uko law firms bebrea, especially Chroma renting or renting office space and boarding party. One office no be kona lawyers no doso. That is what is happening in Ghana. Gado cheda ku law firm. Na the law firm no lawyers are omuye adwuma wase. So it could be said the office space is for Gado cheda ku and the lawyers ehhehha ase a omo rent space obi a won a client. So from what Gado cheda ku ka tell say a heritage mining company ni enye wonu ne company enye wonu ne client to one of the lawyers and a client. TME. Okay. Now, say loud silence media program. Say media program. You ever say Radio Gold H, Metro TV H, TV3 H, GTV H. Me one say Radio Gold are taking me off. Me program be a Radio Gold enchira. Ediane bema mafre Kevin Taylor say Kevin any Radio Gold nkasa. Because say minim say Kevin Taylor ewo influence asana miko. And I did me maga say Pierrot one from Metro TV no monkasa. Because minim say Pierrot one ebi onu Paula Dumochiro omu ye very close. Eti ebia mimi kasa Paula Dumochiro say one some farming to back on TV ebia one ye but minim say the way I want Pierrot one etino ntino wono no ene ne kasa mame a ebeye easy or easier say Paula Dumochiro beje tum no sade me to back on air or Metro TV dan say me an kasa me reach no. And I dance me say in Koto, I want you to speak to Paul Admochro on my behalf because I don't know for some reason we're taking me off. Okay. So now Heritage Mining Company one of the lawyers at Gabi's firm clients. Your passive law say all mining activities should stop. All, whether large, whether medium, whether small scale, whether whatever should stop. In the same interview, Gabi say he's trying to be smart. You see the Okasane Jimia, the Umo Mutieno Mun Jimie. Gabi say client one of the lawyers. Quickly, Anoka say many clients omudi documents breme no tie. Omudi documents eba no. I got to know say they have forest entry permits. They have EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, permits. They have exploration permits. But he never said they have mining permits. And according to Gabi, Ninkrofo ne say they are doing exploration, they are not mining. And Professor Frimpong Boateng ne group no ana ne Operation Vanguard ne Gallant Stop no hawo mo. Enti wonu Gabi no he stepped in on behalf of one lawyer Heritage Mining Company a client say one soldiers for no ekasaye ansa na wo place phone in call about 4 minutes 3 to 4 minutes call with Professor Frimpong Boateng. Na bisa wu say lawyer no Gabi uye lawyer lawyer na heritage mining no a client ana uye lawyer chain ana Heritage Mining Company wono lawyer na or represent Heritage Mining Company at your firm no wono no want me frɛ soldiers for no omo nkasa lawyer na wo ye adwuma wo firm no na represent Heritage Mining Company no wono no want me frɛ Professor Frimpong Boateng ene nkasa direct. Why must it take you as Gabi Ochredako, the de facto vice president, the president's cousin, to call the minister? Because when said, a yawu cousin and I'm a minister ne Juma. And for him to hear your voice, for him to see, say, wuna wa friend no, technically no, you don't have to tell him, say, Professor, the oya no, ya hadri, enti, jaromono munye Juma. Whatever you did, directly, you are trying to command Professor Frimpong Boateng say, Adiana Warrior, a client into one job, woman say, ya land. Professor Frimpong Boateng, so Mauti, I say, ya placing by the more beer and your mining, unless Professor Frimpong Boateng, I'm on the clearance. At the end of the day, no. Those people know who got what they have forest entry permit, they have EPA permit, they have exploration permit. Ghana for at the same time, Erastus Asaridanko, Eko ye expose woho, Muma yenshe exploration, forest entry, EPA permit, eno mawura no mutuo no mubon crow. And also they were mining. Because this is what Gabi is trying to tell us. According to Gabi, Professor Frimpong Boateng, the Oyeyano is unlawful because no one had a client, and that's the reason why I was afraid Professor Frimpong Boateng. And according to Gabi, what Professor Frimpong Boateng say, in fact, even my client told me, say, and then no machine call. So you share video na yababeshe, a 2019 video. Say, some video na yababeshe. One day exploration, ebet must say assassin sa. So one day forest entry, ebet must say assassin sa. So one day EPA license what you call in Wuren, ebet must say assassin sa. You see that this will tell you say Gabi is a conman. Gabi when in the warrior. Gabi is not smart. Gabi is smarter. He was not supposed to grant this interview because time na assembly in 2019. Erastus Asaridonko edi expose aba anka Gabi averted his mind on the Erastus expose na anka enrich won betina TV so meka say the Professor Frimpong Boateng tro ya wrong because at that time now we know Professor Frimpong Boateng no na exploration or mo ye na they were not mining anka sa interview with Gabi ye 2019 I don't have any problem with Gabi. But after expose Erastus Asaridonko no Gabi na nkasa di ne ehunu anka eni kwa say enne 2 years down the line or 3 years down the line no Gabi should come and insist time now we free no na exploration no mo ye eti the Professor Frimpong Boateng one in Operation Vanguard any Gallant Stop for no it was illegal and that's why he placed a phone call to Professor Frimpong Boateng. And then Gabi said, that day now, no friend, Professor Frimpong Boateng, no. That day, no, and a client, technically, and no one personal client too. They are clients, Heritage Mining Company, they are client to a lawyer at Gabi's firm. And that day, no, no, catch and say, feed site to our exploration. And a Professor Frimpong Boateng, so, they were mining. Gabi saw this video and maybe watching me. Why must you come today and insist say they were exploring and we did not fair Professor Frimpong Boateng? Munche video.
Let me tell you about illegal miners. Well, we are told that they've destroyed over 10,000 acres of forest by setting them on fire in the western region. 13 Chinese were arrested and 17 excavated were seized on Saturday in the latest crackdown on a new wave of onslaught on the country's forest resources. Live FM Sylvester Safari Donko joined the operation. Here is this report.
Smoke, ashes, and the dying embers of fire all over the place. Evidence of the new method adopted by the illegal miners who set the forest ablaze before carrying out mining. A large expanse of what used to be thick vegetation at Modaso, Ayim, and Straha lies fallow, riddled with deep uncovered mine pits and large gullies. From a bird's eye, it looks a bigger stretch than a casual view from just one side of it. A layman's estimation of the destruction can put it about 50 times an average size airport. The Interministerial Task Force says CMJ Alaska, which owns the concession, has leased it out to illegal miners.
Recently, there's been back and forth between the Interministerial Task Force and the Forestry Commission on measures to reclaim devastated lands in the Kobro Forest within the Amansia Central District. Whilst the Forestry Commission thinks that the Interministerial Task Force needs a permit, an entry permit, to enter into the Kobro Forest, a forest they prevented from being depleted by illegal miners, we are seeing more and more forests being devastated, destroyed under the watch of the Forestry Commission. So far, we've been to over 7 different sites. We are talking about close to 50,000 acres of forest land depleted, cut down, destroyed. We drove for hours through the wasteland, experiencing at first hand the raid on the country's forest. This comes amid confrontation between the Forestry Commission and the Interministerial Task Force on illegal mining. Just last week, the Commission brought in military police personnel to stop the task force from going ahead with what is said to be reclamation at Kobro area of the Apamprama Forest Reserve.
CNJ Alaska should be ashamed.
The Interministerial Task Force says the concession is owned by one Donald Intua, the same person who owns Heritage Mining Company, which invaded the Kobro area. Head of the task force, Eko Aisi, tells Love News the supposed concession owner has only a prospecting license, but evidence of mining leaves no doubt.
The land or the concession, i.e. in quotes, belongs to CNJ Alaska Mining Company. But they themselves are not mining here. They've given it to different individuals, all of them Chinese. And they are the one mining here. And CMJ Alaska just comes in and take the percentage. And every 20 acres that you are given, you pay 50,000 Ghana cedis a month. Before whatever you get out, they take a percentage as well. So it's quite a profitable. I mean, we're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Are they even licensed to mine all the sites we've been to?
No. That is a sad aspect of it. What they have, CNJ Alaska, what they have is to go and do prospecting. To go and do prospecting, I mean, is this prospecting? Look at it. This is clear, small-scale illegal mining. Go and do prospecting. To go and do prospecting, I mean, is this prospecting? Look at it. This is clear, small-scale illegal mining. C&J Alaska, what they have is to go and do prospecting. To go and do prospecting, I mean, is this prospecting? Look at it. This is clear, small-scale illegal mining. Galamsey, period.
Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaredonko, Kumasi.
C&J Alaska, credit to Joy News. Credit to Joy News is Erastus Asaredonko. Credit to Joy News. Way a one-day job. Gabi say in a crime to crack actually say that day na no mukoye. It is that day na other should have for a behu from man willing to choose her. You see, these are the people, eh? I keep hearing people say, you say, Gabi, when you're political appointee. I disagree totally. People should avert their minds to the Dollar Normalization and Steady Stabilization Committee. Nana Akufo the FOMO year in 2017-2018. The Economic Management Team. Gabi Asarochildako and the ECA Saboard so. Gabi Asarochildako position as secretary to that committee, and Gabi Asarochildako one of the year Twitter and Facebook update then. Gabi is a political appointee. Matroni baby, I have a book Sanyomana I keep following for years. Gabi Asarochildako sa committee bina abani setting year 2017-2018 Dollar Normalization and Steady Stabilization Committee no. Ousu bempate so Pasamensa Otabo to so Ousu bempa the position your prayer warrior. Pasamensa Otabo motivational DND your safuma photo so Gabi Gabi Ochredako what it should be one of the secretary to that committee were a political appointee. Gabi Ochredako were a political appointee. So we are not maybe I'm not expecting to say Abambiba will say I cannot take this guy to court because he wasn't a political appointee. Go back and avert your minds back to that committee. Gabi Ochredako what it should be. Bawomiate so Alentramate to so Pasamensa Otabo to so first now Papa we guy we pastor we maybe no what kind of crowd what's the name of this guy? Ajen Asare. Now Ajen Asare na teso when Pasamensa Otabo. And omu say Ajen Asare is becoming a spike on their flesh. And omu ye as Ajen Asare free no mode orusu bempa betena so. Sa committee no Gabi Ochredako Tesubi one the secretary to that committee. And yet government appointment. A government appointment. Gabi has a political appointment in Ghana, even though he's a dual citizen. Muti say Omoka say C&J Alaska because Omo the sister Omudi Omo the what's the name? Heritage Mining Company no. Because C&J Alaska the site near Omodia. Erastus Asaredonko the Jina Honum no. Where a exploration, where a prospecting. Gabi say that day na no mudi omo machine akoho. Eti where one day a juma no. One day. In what capacity the Gabi NTSC me to way. Say BBC so anything could be a friend minister say BBC. Why is it that when there is an issue you have to go to the police station, lodge a complaint, make sure say the issue has been filed at the court and go to court so that the minister will come and answer. So Obia na BBC into omo issue omo excavators no. Obia friend Professor Frimpong Boate. There be because they know say they have to take the matter to police station then subsequently to court. Gabi Asarochedako you call to direct the professor say one year they open because site here what they are. That is why you call him. Because you feel so you have influence in governance. You have influence in government because who offer so Ukazi any other president of the land. All these people are parading in Ghana. They are honorables. When we say in the next 10-15 years, nsuo di sɛ yɛ krafre aba amanone ansa na yanom ansa na yɛ bi adware ansa na yɛ bi de anu aduane ansa na yɛ bi de asi enyoma enyono worry wo yɛ MPP ni a na wo njimi yɛ wo yɛ NDC ni a na wo njimi yɛ wasase na yɛ sɛ no Gabi ne busuafo what to adai wa brochire enyo Ghana no emre ye adwuma anka Gabi and they want temerity to come and sit on TV to tell us even after all this expose and Larry Erastus Asari don't go was that now 2 years down the line to come and tell Ghanaians to say, oh, they were only prospecting, they were doing exploration, they had what's the name? They have forest entry permits, they have EPA permit, they have exploration permit, and it was the same day now the Professor Frimpong watching after some who saw video because they think say Ghana for a Jimmy, they think say Ghana for a short memory. We don't even know what is happening. Well, no professor, no one, any men, they were not doing exploration. They were mining illegally. Videos to soon out of the still, you come and still look us in the eyes and the face and tell us, hey, no, the reason why you intervene here, you were not even supposed to speak. Because you have all these videos at your desk. You have the videos. You knew, say, what you were doing was illegal. You were telling the professor to allow illegality to continue. That is what you tried to do. It will be a Yashin excavator be after Professor Boboati. Because you have asked, because I wouldn't say, who offer, and I will cousin and appointing into no. So, the command you will go under the carpet and speak to your who offer, say, position in free himself. And that is what you did. Because Professor Frimpong Boate, even though no one flaws, when you're coupon, when you're prophet, when you're Osurabo for no one flaws, because you're himself about George Frimpong, so Galamse or Boate, we know. And Professor Frimpong Boate was caught on camera, Walker say, party, yes, we know. And I don't expect say party people will respect Professor Frimpong Boate. If he has to go to jail, he has to go to jail. If he has to go to jail, he has to go to jail. He is not above the law. But Obi said Gabi, our madani political insect, Gabi Muina Kauna Ghana and Tumpono, we have to be very careful. Britain Gabi Yini Yano, Obeti Marcos Nataki can say, would say, in the face of all this evidence, I would say, it has been in media space for over 2 years. Obeti Marcos say, oh, now you don't even speak because I didn't know what you know, and but because when we they don't respect us. Because when him say, Professor Frimpong say, I need your no pa, or the money cousin, and you need to adhere, so and you know your G position if Professor Frimpong insane. Because Akufo-Addo Akufo-Addo is part of it. Ghana for maybe I better course kakra. The phone line to call +1 347 4729602 +1 347 4729602. Phone line no screen asia is screw +1 347 4729602. And some of Facebook so the phone line has been pinned over there. And two person of also betting my friend watch the watching. Me am also from Mr. Arco. We are live on Facebook on Real Talk. We are live on Facebook on Concerned Citizens of Ghana. We are live on YouTube Real Talk Media, and we are live on Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV. And Pepe. When I come back, I will pick phone calls. You can call in to also give us your input. So the phone lines are open so for a bit my friend watch the watching. Sorry. Very, very important. We are here in the expose, what's the name? Sir Joe Mui now will be ultimately really National Reserve, Forest Reserve, ultimately forever. Any man a family member, Mui na diabe. You see, I don't even care about they are all trying to deny. And a man say that is what you all will do. But we are waiting for the second part to come. Mo pray. The second part will surely come. It's Ghana for one person of friend my friend watch the watching. One person of friend my friend watch the watching. The phone line to call is +1347 4729602 +1347 4729602. A very, very important. So for Mr. Ariko, we are live on Facebook on Real Talk. We are live on Facebook on Constituency of Ghana. We are live on YouTube on Real Talk Media, and we are live on Loud Silence TV. One person be I was acknowledge and dindi for uhudie hotspot show. Michelle pa I watch you sis Michelle pa sometimes utimi ma me niji ankasa ya mishra pa for the good work done also yewo social media nim very, very important and Ghana for uhudie hotspot show. Very, very important. Thank you very much for showing up over here. Ghana, for as I said, the phone lines are open +134747296002. Obitisa Gabi Asare Ochredako. All these people have become insects. They are the reason why. Ghana in Tumpong because they know what they are doing. And Ejibuma, they are dual citizens. Omutam omu passports. Na omunam no omu ko omu baby. So very, very important. Say. Yabeshe no sunsu Ghana for very, very, very important. Say Yabeshe no sunsu. Let me see call Biaba. Hello. Hey, Ghana network. Connecting country. Hello. The phone lines has been pinned. So we share +1347 4729602 +1347 4729602 into phone line no it has been pinned into betimi after na so watch waje into o Ghana so with the +1 no e ka ho and o share screen as so a e wo honom nti you can the phone line has been pinned but o share screen as so a ubehu men can say phone number no has been pinned over the NT. Obet my friend also watch the wadi. Yes, Florence no Meshano. As I told you, no, I mean there are one or two programs I may share because very, very important. Say, hello. Me pacho dini baby akate free.
Mpacho mini abosemikasabi state of Maryland.
Okay, boss, me pacho yeti. Nyame adumu ni mompaibo yeti.
Hello.
Yes sir, me pacho nyame adumu ni mompaibo yeti.
Amen. Bra, say Ghana for who nti a go fado rented private jet. Yeah, is in aviation industry. Anybody who will fly on national airline or national aircraft or presidential aircraft, even the president, as I say, a command manifesto, you have to say to avoid any kind of shady business or you be modified, you be manifesto, I be leaking, and anything about for private gentlemen. This is exactly what he wants to do, and Alista Matthias also some kind of confirm the Ejapa issue. Kpebu is a high-class criminal. High-class criminal. Osia wale papa ho and the uncle from over. One of training me Nadakupa as way back at 80s no Egram see our chebi. Only a change in Andasa. No Mr. say about our New Jersey or back Ghana holiday stuff on the car. Stop me here New Jersey. Then okay, pawn shop and gold shop now women in just in a corridor.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, a click. They are a click.
You. Hello? Me pacho ni baby akasi free. Hello? Me pacho ni baby akasi free. Oh, pastor from Kaswa. Oh, pastor. Ene de mehu enim. Mehu enim. Kaso. Afata o pastor. Ene yeti o. Yes, sir.
So we are do tafa we are more so educo do conference ko kuma se bada ubesu omo se kwaye no omo se issue e man ka dachi 3 years to come nkola nyamo ka da to da bua kase that this nation no do unti e bia se boni bi na ye papa ko fua omo ka tell me na because the cost of the actually no she na omo ye no I said the Magana for a Bolivia almost Chahoka. The man is a very wicked man. And you say, I will need to one more. Your grandchildren, grandchildren. Now, 20 years to come, what are they going to do in the coming future? We should have Ghana, we should have Pana, or Madasi, nothing is reserved for them to come and enjoy. While now, I'm going to say, nature will ask them because I don't know. One thing, take note, Mankopon, Dotier, and other ball. Who are over the team? I say, Dotier, but I shall at the coffee on them more say.
Amen. Pastor Sono, ya pastor Bakupe, over a platform where your pastor, you want no pastor Wari Kaswa, Ewa Kra, your pastor Bakupe no. Your percutations are on one and then to Soneja, what say, Kakraga Krasa. Ya no wabompa yeswama yeswaka woni na munim se ahade ye kone saa ne saa nti all person of bit ma fe na wa kire wade. I mean you see Matthias Exposè'S na Al Jazeera for ye no ye deep documents echi and won wa Matthias na nkasa no ye pese ne nya one on one enti munya abotre you just trust loud silence media. Yes, ye did document echi. Because we say people are trying to say we should discount Matthias who are more president di waka say Ghana president na minim so president Ghana you were two president dia minim because waka Ghana president no was a lawyer minim apart from Kufuor you were Ghana president ya no was a lawyer e wa Ghana minim enti ana Matthias wa ma Kwame Nkrumah time ana Hillary man time or a young guy to say ya enti definitely, in this Fourth Republic, JJ, Kufuor, Mills, Mahama, Akufo-Addo, Omumuba Akuna here and a lawyer. You see, sometimes when they try to defend certain things, so they become stupid in the eyes of the public, but they don't even notice. Trust me. It's when we say, oh, I'm more president, was it president? Now, I'm president since Fourth Republic we president been a lawyer. And Sana Ghana, when have we ever had two presidents in one regime? And so you are trying to massage the whole issue. More or less, I offer Matthias when one more better loud silence near the silence. And more than one to bossy. And to more than trust loud silence media. Ye did documents. Yes, Saka, Mubahu Bibia said they are trying to water down. Ever Sabaye, Yembo Mahamadin, so no more of Mahama Beshim. Papa no Baye, none of these ladies be no about Mahamadin. Your parliament could open Kurumako Kase Mahama, our parliament, Papa no. Meboa. And so where the president, you are finding ways and means to massage the whole issue. Oh, yes, president, you are more bidding. President Ben a lawyer of Ghana. And Daben Ghana at a regime, one regime, there were two presidents, Daben. No wonder man focus on Mahama and Rani Krona first, because and the Muhammad to say Ghana at a point in time there were two presidents. In Ghana for very, very important. So sometimes me embabunu no ye no na ya me ya something for they don't care about us. They don't care. We move from who and family who. They don't care. There is time I was a politics. But whenever Adiana AC it has tendency of posing threat to our security, our democracy. You found who dia ye diti o man no. And 10 was say about together as one unit to fight against that canker. But still no, we will hide behind tribalism. We will hide behind your Jimmy Sebi. We will hide behind your Pesa Munkumia. We will hide behind our politics, any politicking. No, the NDC you know you're wrong, but the MPP you know right. The MPP you know you're right, but the MPP you know you're wrong, but the NDC you know you're right. Now we cannot detach patriotism from politicking and our political affiliation. Ebeduru baby no. Kuroni jibuma. Umo baby obefa. Shakura acha yo mweshia. Cote d'Ivoire French, Burkina Faso French, Togo French. Togo kura de umbo humusu onko because makacho mu say they are foreigners. Voltarians, they are foreigners. Enti mu di Togo mpua. Muduru wa mu be wudi ebesi. Aya mu mayen suye bibi kakra. Aya mu mayen ya adwin say kuro no eye ba akopɛ. Na bibiji buma me no mienu na eho be kyere sebi. Akufo-Addo Bawumia Mahama Kufuor any other mpemfo no ade ne beduru omo so kura na ebeche. They will be there for like couple of months and sana to omo na wuminu mienu aye ni protection eji boom na esie yepo na no. So we have to be careful. We have to be very careful. Na me I know say the problem I work Ghana ina ye tribalism. In fact youth ne diane ye diane tan che ye ma menum ne ye papa no mo nyini ko ye die no akoye bibi say we have become educated illiterate. Women nam social media, women akọ school kakra, women ate brofo. Wanya 1 CD, 1 2 CD bia. No abet na social media. Wo ba be defend nkwasiade a abanfun we eye. Muma yen hye nso, muma yen take notice of that. Ade bia yan hye ni ya emwa ye de biara da. Kuro ni ye ba akopɛ. Kuro no eye ba akopɛ de bia ye bompa ye wa ase ye benya. Ghana should be a better place than any other country in the whole world. Enye ye pese ye beba nkwasum obi man so mutu kromo a na Akufo-Addo ko sign contract with Britain and ya soa nurses and the nurses na ko Britain and aban ni gi chobo aban ni gi very say lion share e nurses I do o makọ. That is modern day slavery and ye the krobako mpenifo no soro na omo yare a no maso ababu chire. Let me say we are waiting. John Dramani Mahama Komnadufo do obewini ne de minim say John Mahama na me support. We are waiting for them to bring their proposal on board. We want them to pass a legislation here. Neither will no John Dramani Mahama or any of the MPs or ministers would board a flight say what the yere babu chire ama ne ba be wo ama ne hello, me pacho dini be aka safely.
Hello, Mr. Atishon.
Yes, sir. Me pacho dini be aka safely.
Yeah, money is calling.
Oh yeah, oh okay. Hey, I went to open confusion there. Hey, radin me. Hey,
you on my top.
make a day for yourself because you dey cause problem too much for the Facebook talk.
So I'm everywhere. The same as you are also everywhere.
No, me I sneak peek because by you there for everywhere, every single place. In fact, even when I watch that programs, I see your comment. I'm like, hey, this guy. So don't you even sleep at all?
all that we will ask John Mahama to do for us is when it comes into power, he should look into this Galante issue and arrest every single one of them. He should make sure, even if they run out of the country, he should bring them back and jail them.
Right.
Because they've caused serious damage to our water bodies and everything. Let me leave you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, Ghana for to tell your kind, some of us on at the end of the year, on say Kevin Taylor. When MPP was in opposition, the Exposè'S bebre or YouTuber go and search for who is Kevin Taylor. What Exposè'S our year you call car power Mary eba ye we call inside car power we ye agoguloshi bibibi na enwure guwa na eso eja amanfo di no aduane insio tono ni nemu. That should tell you the passion, the kind of person you are. Simply because when Mahama was in power, no, Kevin Taylor was at the tail or on the tail of NDC and Mahama. And now Akufo-Addo ba power, no, Kevin Taylor is doing the same thing. But the difference in it when Mahama was in power, 2012, 13, 14, 15, no social media, no, ain't strong. Facebook Live even started in 2014. And the social media ain't strong compared to now, but there were some daring Exposè'S Kevin Taylor YouTuber. You see, so that is what you have to see or what you have to look at. Say, Nipano, when you're selfish, anka wakuma MPP ba power no, anka enena MPP wa power no, ene waya MPP ni a crap membership card no, anka enya adia obeye bibia ebe heti MPP a wono wo join it. So na yemubi, and this is why it will be difficult for them to break us. Because so na yemubi no, when Mahama and NDC was in power no, we demonstrated, we formed alliance. Abrochea Sanai Bebia, Uber New York we formed alliance. We demonstrated against Mahama and NDC because we heard the cry of Ghanaians say Corona Yede and Yoma and Koso. We demonstrated against NDC and Mahama. It is idea now we thought Akufo-Addo will be the best president Ghana has ever seen. Even you cannot compare Akufo-Addo to Kwame Nkrumah. Now Akufo-Addo has come to intend to be the worst president ever. And I know for years to come no, yenya president will be worst compared to Akufo-Addo. It is some of us were here 2013, 2014, 2015. Organizing demonstrations against John Dramani Mahama and NDC. Now at the action, now you are making U-turn. Now we are against Akufo-Addo. We are not selfish. Debbie, you're not selfish. And your crony door anyway you're coming. Well, person who say crony at tumpong. Your person who say Debbie benefit a year enjoy what abrochire no. Or muso or Ghana no, they will also enjoy. And our track record is solid. Track record on it's not say we are in favor of NDC ni Mahama and Kwao Debi. Yesterday we were in favor of MPP and Akufo-Addo in opposition and we helped them to come to power. We have every right as being patriotic citizens. Now we portray ourselves for people to know us yesterday and today. Adiana Akufo-Addo in the government here is the worst ever governance for us to have experienced in Ghana. Hello? Oh, sis, Akwaba. Yes, you,
oh boy, Juma. I'm surprised when I see young man like you doing what you are doing. Sometimes when you say Kevin Taylor, when they can very difficult. Say, maybe with the information I would to drain. I am even surprised to say Ghanani defend it or be to say we Gabi. And I say even a buying we put a very disarming. Sometimes I mean young words. Enough words to explain Ghana. It's not the politicians sometimes the world is not destroyed by those criminals, but the people who enabled them, those that watches and sit by and watches those people do what they do, and the real destructive, like another, those who are real destroying, who are the real destructors of the world. It's not but seeing Ghanaian young men doing what you are doing in Radha. Look at what people are doing in Ghana. I have to say the Ghana no I have to say Ghana no when you're united as a whole country Ghana. So we are Kofodian, we are Kofodian in France. I want to say Ghana winning Ghana territory, baby a free, any baby could do, any what nationally no, what you guys should look up to, and that's what you should gain. Obi Owati Kumasi one or first Kumasi Kwane Ghana. I'm telling you, because for what is going on right now with politics and also social media, then how low Ghanaians actually feel themselves to be now. That is what America is here now. America is one of those countries that started just like this. Ghana, year 5. America fought for rights of some individuals to be America was also fighting for new people who also came in with the new ideas, new beliefs, new culture. Situation America Corona, everybody is satisfied. Or Belfort is satisfied. Or Bronsam is satisfied. Heaven for also are satisfied. But they do say this is how the world will come for Americans. Ghana, speaking of Ghana, also can say in the next couple years, they would have to order water. Now they would have to order water. I'm going to order water.
No one else no.
Even like what water are they gonna? Tax money coming from a man president in Chempulu. The national cake, you know, I'm not maybe I can be my own so the neighbors. And so that equity now, every country is fighting for me. I don't have a say. I'm a slave and that's all I am. Now over kofa epi asanti kurofo froso abagana. Obi Abel Johnson wano. I guess I won't go for friends and I don't go to you. I want to meet Tom Suno. It's your Obi Abel Johnson or Ghana. No one no. Ghana ho omuka omukoso John Dramani Mahama so about the president to tell you the truth. But then I was asking myself, why is this man eager to become a president with this much of hate? The man is hated to like John Dramani is really hated. You know that between 2014 and 2017, 18 up to today, Kufuado and the gangs are still organizing Israel pastors who are praying against John Dramani Mahama to become a president. So why will the man like that, who is hated with passion by a few people who are allowed in Ghana, wants to still become a president? And then my answer came. Emra Jesus Christ, that's Jesus is need for you. Jesus and Kofo will be Jesus uncle via obi wine one wine yard at that time some people for Jesus Christ said no did he fault anybody say Paul Mpua and I say and go for David de kura kumobi Jesus Christ had the opportunity to say hey me and me say me am no family body in wait here me Kpebu. Jesus Christ watched, they asked him to defend himself, and he did not. John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama for Ghanaians, and it is rather unfortunate for Ghana for the Papa. I hope for John Dramani Mahama to save Ghana for Amen.
I mean, yes, sister, no, Nidindi shoe, no, one also didn't Ghana for to say the munim sometimes, and a whole graduate, master's holder, PhD holder. And then when you are in a certificate, the better no better than a will be crew. So they should tell you, say, crew, no. Sometimes we talk out of passion, passion. To say the nature, we talk out of passion. Sometimes, yes, one ya bibi ama wasi ya monocrono. We are not perfect over here. Neither Kevin Teller or any of us are. Your social media, a person who say Ghana afan into my pefra. Do not always focus your energy on our flaws. Debbie, oh, wakabrofu weti, oh, nim kasa, Debbie, try to make sure say you understand or make sense of what the person is saying. Other side there na wode ba no nkwaje wo ma na se nkwaje ni enti enu no na be ma yanya iden yanya je fa wudie afri the modern day slave masters ye wo my ganim very very important say ye be share enu sunsu e wo hanom na Ghana for to say the mekaye no Exposè'S ni de e be ba pa bebre be ba na murawunim enyoma enam kwan so ba no ene nyame adawo ma any Mumpaibo Exposè'S successfully about 24 Exposè'S has been off our table for now, and hopefully very soon bebreba it's not easy, but hey, as long as there is life there is hope. I want people to know say Kid Minad was say if left with Nanado and Bawumia I am then perfect. Eid Mubarak mani ni mani, Eid Mubarak to you too. And as long as there is life, there is hope. As long as Kevin Taylor and Loud Silence Media still exist, inshallah, there was a Yamagana for Hubia, Exposé, a bebua Amagana for a one ada or muhuso, no umbe kureno, no umbe to abapa, no modia save or future, any or more unborn generation, you know. Inshallah, we will do our best over here to let you know the truth. Any and your my so the other media houses now. You know, say the Kevin Taylor no correct. The other media houses now, you know, say the Kevin Taylor no it strengthens our democracy. But you people have found ways and means to downplay or water down the effort of Loud Silence Media and Kevin Taylor. No, you are wrong because at the end of this is what happened. The Hutus and the Tutsis in Rwanda. Because it is journalists phoning bubia ni ye any some amko kan radio so and ma adie ni boom and the Hutus and the Tutsis sanso na we journalists sanso na if you have the power of the console and now you have the privilege to sit behind a mic na obeya wadwin say on kan okoreno you will skew some of the things are ever on pese Ghana for be hu ne kura ekoso adie ekoso o mining no mo betima make informed decision no mbe to aba eyi opinion ana nipa obetima be ya ade papa amakuro because na me mitwe yesterday I was part of the group where we were toiling, we were moving from place to places in New York City here. I was part of the group where we toiled to make sure say we will campaign against John Dramani Mahama and NDC in New York City. To the extent said the Ghana Consul General representing Ghana in United States here in New York here. Emma John Mahama Erishafono IFN Joseph Akum. No, na the Consul General because you couldn't stop us from organizing the demonstration. It is a actually a chaya hua and yes Akufo-Addo ne time name the kind of governance the exhibition of this kind of witch governance na emfa mpuntu emba or my nimuno enunti na ene ya chaya hu because we are here for the interest of the nation, not for the interest of a group of people be and some tribe be enye enunti na etia. Enti de Kevin Taylor any Loud Silence Media no one had be a mawasi a money krono enye ye ina de betima ye de wo no enye ye ina de wo say kukuduro no enye ye ina de bet and we did attempt. Nobody is perfect, no single body. If people were to be perfect and can people will not be people like Kokubako, Abdul Malik Kokubako will not be cited. Say they are all complicit in the ongoing galamsey and so that's not news file. I'm got not various TV station, radio station. Not the way they talk, the kind of energy of galvanizing. Obekase omodie Ghana no ye de chom fruma and so Exposè'S are authentic documents. They have been cited. And obi no we perfect and ankame I will support nipa obedi di atem no be mama hu ni kura ekoso ene ketasha ekoso o my ganim than to support nipa won di atem na emom nipa no ehye ntumase ama ketasha ne proye ama yesai Ghana nsuo yesai Ghana eduane our farmland yesai Ghana vegetation yesai Ghana even the atmosphere no in the name of say oh won di atem I will never support that kind of a person. Never ever would I support that kind of a person because you can't on mind before those people are on mind before because of not TV so what shows away in papa but behind the scenes you know they are those people destroying the land, destroying the country. Ghana for me Mr. Article ya mepa ye beba ha ne mo abetwetwe nkomo, but again we are going to hear lawyer Martin Kpebu mo ba ha yina mo amotimi frɛ ye mani fa hu die ami wu name na ntimi mo edinu kra wa mi hu biom focus mu ina ma hu mo ha everybody. Kevin Taylor, you've been here all along. Kevin Taylor si wotia mu ina, you've been here all along. Me hu wa ha Kevin Taylor and the ghost team mu ina mi chiamo. Thank you very much for making this a possibility. Sir, we sit about 5,000 miles away from Ghana. Yes, so no, in Yoma ye Kawahano, Yenuanon Ghana for across Ghana, the length and breadth of Ghana, they are able to listen to us and know what is happening. In fact, not just Ghana, about 22 African countries too are watching us. Nigeria, Guinea, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Mali, all of them are glued to their TV set watching Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV is here to stay. We are going nowhere, and inshallah we'll bring you the raw facts. Over here we don't see sometimes it will favor you, sometimes it's not going to favor you. When it favors you, so be it. When it doesn't favor you, you have to be patient a bit, because we are humans. We are not angels, neither are we prophets. We are here doing our best to put in our quota to make sure the country is on the right footing, to rescue this country from this crop of wicked leaders. That is our main goal, and this is not going to stop with just Akufo-Addo. As you know, we keep telling you our track record is solid. We started when Mahama was in power and NDC and Akufo-Addo was in opposition. We are still doing it today when Mahama and NDC are in opposition, Akufo-Addo is in power. And inshallah, we are going to make sure we continue even if CPP or PDP is in power, inshallah. So that is something people have to take notice of. We are here to stay. Loud Silence is large, and I want you to take notice of this. Kevin Taylor's Exposè'S and Loud Silence Media only help to strengthen Ghana's democracy. This is this is from one of the most renowned lawyers in Ghana, lawyer Martin Kpebu. Enti makramo inshallah enya mepa ye beba ha ne mo abetwetwe nkomo inshallah. Makramo, salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eid Mubarak to everybody, all the Muslims. Eid Mubarak to you. Inshallah ye beba ne mo abetwetwe nkomo. Mum pay attention to lawyer Martin Kpebu.
Action is being taken about the details of this said report. Apart from what we are hearing now from the persons who have been captured in the report, who have not, and let me say, in all their responses, they have not indicated that they were called by the president, none of them, to answer questions about this report. Lawyer.
Okay, so just a small comment before we go in there. The first comment is to allow the person who leaked the report, right? Yes, because one thing that would not escape you is that the fact that that person has strengthened our democracy, because
I believe it's Kevin Taylor.
Okay.
Loud Silence Network. So if you read it, you see his watergram logo in there. He's the first person to have leaked this.
Okay.
Kevin Taylor of Loud Silence.
Okay. Commendations to him, because this helps our democracy a lot. Because you see that for the president, he was interested in what? Shielding the appointees involved, so he didn't have any incentive to bring it out. You know, that's how he behaved. You remember this NDA matter? Dr. Namzoya reported that public officers were about to steal money. He didn't do anything for over 5 months until I took it to this Joy FM CT and then subsequently here. Right? So it's the president's stock to trade.
So you are saying he didn't do anything in that particular instance?
Oh yes, for over 5 months. The vice president was copied, the chief of staff, the letter was addressed to the chief of staff, all of them. They didn't do anything.
How did you know that he didn't do anything?
Oh, because it's when I blew it up on air, and then finally went to special prosecutor, and special prosecutor stepped in and then did the investigations. And the people are now before court. You are going to treat it as a foolish case. You see, that's how the president behaves. He's not interested in fighting corruption. You hear even from page 1 what Professor Frimpong Boakye said. He said the corruption is unimaginable in Minerals Commission. Then he goes on to talk about the police, this military, etc. Good. So you're saying that page 14, he indicts Kpebu, the chairman of the Minerals Commission board. He says when they were going to launch the community mining thing, Kpebu called the district chief executive and told him to block the program. Then this was reported to Chief of Staff. Chief of Staff didn't do much, right? He goes on so many people, mentions people. NDC people involved in Galamsey. He says in Western region, the NDC people, they have an upper hand in Galamsey. That's page 13. He says more NDC in illegal mining in Western region than the MPP people. And so when this Vanguard was stopped, it gave NDC an upper hand. So their people were able to mine and use the money to sponsor candidates and etc. That the police were saying, the police, when Vanguard was taken out and then the police took over, the police who went there, they were NDC police, like NDC sympathizers. So they said, we're brought here by the government you voted for. Can you imagine policemen saying that?
So this on page 25 of the report.
We're brought here. We're sent by the government you voted for. Hey, Charlie, there are things in this report. God bless you for writing it, and Kevin Taylor, God bless you for leaking it. You see, when you mention leaking, God bless you for writing it, and Kevin Taylor, God bless you for leaking it. Sent by the government you voted for. Hey, Charlie, there are things in this report. God bless you for writing it, and Kevin Taylor, God bless you for leaking it. You see, when you mention leakage, I've been reading this woman's book, No Higher Honor by Condoleezza Rice. Right? She loud, though sometimes she complains, but she talks about America too, the way State Department, people in the Foreign Ministry, right? They leak reports and all that, right? So you look at it and you see that in a democracy, you always need people to leak reports too, because if you remember the famous WikiLeaks, yes, WikiLeaks helped because it brought out so many things that they would deny. So you look at page 22, she says this, that leaks are debilitating, sowing distrust among the officials who have to work together and coloring the president's opinion. People do it to show that they are in the know or to advance a position. Yeah. So sometimes people leak to show that they are in the know or to advance a position. And I said this one, it has advanced our democracy because now it's brought everything to the table. So the president was fleeing from it, but he's been caught with his tail between his legs. Yes, the president has been caught with his tail between his legs. He was running away from this report, but karma is caught up with him. Now he has to deal with it. Let's go into the Commission of Inquiry. Let's deal with all the details.
So the Commission of Inquiry can be, per the law, at the instance of the president or parliament.
Thank you.
大家好，晚上好。就像你们知道的那样，我们又回到了晚上好加纳这个精彩获奖的电视的节目。你们就知道，就像你们就知道的，你们不管在家也好，在酒吧也罢，你们就需要放松自己，在享受，让我们给你们带来最好最佳的内容。
这是 original copy of the Constitution, my signature.
Original copy of the Constitution.
The referendum, my signature. All the Consultative Assembly for your signature. The fact is, yaka say obi na timi interpret Constitution. Yanka say o import new words in Panche Constitution. No nane the meaning no emutu.
Okay.
When the meaning is clear, written in black and white, and you said that Constitution, no way Constitution in language so easy to understand.
What will be that?
What's it?
So was it a kasi and none?
Na nya no tin e ka say na no ruling way no. Omo ada na intention na butu. Because Supreme Court would say onu susu say your intention to be na omo way conflict of interest situation. Any the right of representation. And na omo ka say omo susu say ye na actual constitution. Your intention na say you be value right of representation no over the avoidance of conflict of interest. And I make say, well, more than your intention now, because any actually you move yet. So let's just say Ghanaians in say, Sebi on previous Suku Hoi and Papa Jimmy. Wajimi and Fau Suku home. Sebi on previous Suku Hoi and Papa Jimmy. wajimi amfa suku sebi on previous suku wo hoyi empopa jimi wajimi amfa suku ho papa jimi David
Samu imported stone from Israel.
Israel decided to be my cornerstone. It was a stone from a Yachadia
Manto.
Yanto. Oh, me sure. Yanto. And Israel crossed any day. So they bring. Oh, 2019. Yes, 2019. Krama, 5th March. President Ukraine told.
Stone now you out. And it's different from the Okokowua.
So
why that one?
Also, free Israel didn't.
What is
special about Jesus?
Oh, why that one?
Also, free Israel didn't.
What is special about
Jesus?
Oh, why that one?
Also, free Israel didn't.
What is special about
Jesus?
The lives of the people of Agbogblochi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or Kantume. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamu yebesi toilets in all yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all among the people of Agbogblochi. Usori na uko toilet uya obejare enyasa. Usori na uko toilet uya obejare enyasa. Usori na uko toilet uya obejare enyasa.
I hope and pray that this digital nonsense that is being spread all over the place will materialize. We love it, but we would only appreciate it if it comes from a truthful mouth. The mouth that continues talking digital, we are fed up with that mouth. It's a lying mouth. Lying mouth that everybody in Ghana knows. And this is the guy who wants to be president. Jesus have mercy. These people have done my brother very, 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 very bad. It will take him time to be able to resurrect from the doldrums of life.
New Patriotic Party programs are Diego Hono, a bedu baby no, you bet crank of Fofia Manoni, no more Yajuma Organa. Amania Mofamuno, Mia Minim, Dudwana Majumana Gu, Mia Minim, Dudwana Majumano Aedai, Agu. Say, Obia, Wajumano, and she will hear a new photo. Yan, say. A business for Abba and Abba. And they say, Moi, Sabio Munumano and Sieno. You should dear one a Kayano. And she say, a dear Juan Babano. They say, Yanin, I pay Namubaba, Yajuma, Ebebu Agana.
The economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo and the MPP.
This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirty, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian, we need to rescue this country. Wallahi. Inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country. To rescue this country. Wallahi. Inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country. To rescue this country. Wallahi. Inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
See, I don't like people like you. I hate pretty people like you. Go down, Smalley. Come here. Little boys, the only power they have against people like you is this. They will come after you one day. They will come after you. If you were doing your job, these boys won't be carrying you. Molly, look me for face. General, they tell you, say one day you will be something. You go be big man. Off that door, make a hear. Thank you. When you sabi use them, then go respect you. Because now your money, then they will do all the madness to them. Go do your work. I will go.
Also trust them not up in Nika. Near Sony and on all your Jiggisika. Senya Mima Peter Jenny was I am the Temple. By the 10 national manager consultation number. Yes, tobacco, tobacco, about the Jenny Semu and Davi where the Nipa. Well, we are Minipa, for any Midipa, and the Debbie I can carry any friend of the Sompa. It's not funny anymore. No, some other believers even declare holy war. But I beg, Charlie, tell me what we holy about this war. And then Nipa Mocha Nadia, what more? And even I say, Nibana Bono Bana, but I mean, Kuyana say, I promise the money about, Mobenya Caponia, Montesini, Tumano, Papa Broma, the Nemo, the Batano, and there was Tabaco, one is that you want to follow. I'm on your semi Tumamu, Podina, Canana, yet Yabobia, you propaganda, no, a man penny, no quetta, Yamama, Mamano, and what said you took my dance, Yenia Moya Dantano, Jovena Fuku, Bakano, Naya, Bonano, Adamudia de Guapayo, Abuti Nawayo, Jody Papa Nawan, and where you're body man, they say, as no one no quit, as no man no quit. You got them no one to hand you who the woman see bread, and I didn't go to Cranny, I pay a bread, or mine I didn't go to you, I took you for the bread, yeah, bread, I took baby Naya, but the answer, yeah, Mexican, you didn't die, and no bread, yes, go Jamaica, no me and so, and so the father said, Nico, cocaine, and we are saving with the go one song, when they were not here, I didn't know if I won't hold that, what I'm not saying, no make your friend on this papa, the papa said, when you find a man,